people say they so spiritual. I seen a church, everybody set up in there naked. Everybody naked. The preacher naked. And so they talk about Adam and Eve was naked. So some man came along and twisted that word up, got a bunch of people setting up in the church naked.
The trick is to take something that you possess and then hide it from you, and the whole time it's still in you. Right? That's what they did, right? They act like it's in the book. They act like it's over there. They act like it's over there because they want you to look without. But the whole time it's in you. That's the biggest trick that ever been done.
But most people always pretend they ain't got no issue. They ain't got no fault. I seen a preacher say, I'm perfect, filled with the Holy Ghost, evident speaking in tongue. And I don't sin no more. He's a lie. He just lied. I don't
worry about my dog.
I'm just saying, he just standing around.
Come on, gang. You worry about a dog when everybody in the church is like animals. Yeah, that's what a dog wants. What's up,
everybody like
that? Yeah, everybody the bees. Listen. I want to start by saying this, right? They always say 666 mean the devil, right? But it don't mean that, because in the Bible it says the code of man is 666. Right? That's the beast. The beast is the man. So I'm sitting next to 666 because that's what the Bible said. But he don't know his Bible. He don't know what his Bible says.
That sounds
Bishop
good.
Eli, we ain't seen you here in a while.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm sitting next to the devil.
Come on, gang. Yeah, exactly. But he the devil too, because 666 in the Bible means the lower self, right? The beast.
Where you get that from?
Right?
This
the Bible.
What Bible you read?
The King James Version. Yeah, King James.
That sounds good, though. Anybody that don't know nothing to say anything.
You saying the Bible don't say that?
Nowhere.
So the Bible don't say 666 is the code of man.
Man, where you find
Listen, everybody that's watching this, I swear to God, mama, you just got, read your Bible.
Read yours.
Read your Bible.
Well, you got your own Bible, so I ain't
No.
You made your own version.
They don't know where the Bible come from. The Bible come from Egypt. But they don't know where the Bible come from.
It never was the Bible.
Oh, nah, it ain't no Bible. Nah, it ain't no Bible. Come on,
where you get that from?
You know what? You know, Bible wars. Both of y'all. We finna have Bible wars. You ready, Bishop?
No, I'm just telling him. He talking about the Bible come from Egypt.
It do come from Egypt. Everything come from Egypt.
Okay. That's what it sounds like to you.
Where do you think it come from, Bishop?
I think it came from a bunch of men who have got together and took some Dead Sea Scrolls, and they went to the king to authorize those books and put them together, and they decide that these are going to be the books that they done examined, and they realized they all fit in to the purpose of Christ.
That's cap.
You don't even know how it got.
Listen, the Dead Sea Scrolls is just a copy of the shit that was on the pyramids.
How you
it's
know
just a copy of the shit that the aliens gave them.
Well, you there?
That's what I mama.
Well,
yeah, that sound about right, Bishop.
Everything sounds right. It's anything that sounds good to people that don't know no better. How you know that?
Listen, this is how I know.
Where you get your education from?
From my blood.
What blood?
From inside of me. See, that's the problem with the church, right? They want to praise blue-eyed devil, not understanding that the code is in their blood. Right? Yeah, the code is in your blood, but you look at outside, but the code is inside you.
But blue.
Decode yourself.
But watch this. He gonna say, watch this. He gonna say blue-eyed devil. Who he talking about?
The Jesus you pray to?
You play too much.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody play
that.
That's a
listen.
Well, listen here. You know what I learned about people? They always try to put you in a box with other folks that don't know better. Anytime you worship a man, I don't care if he brown hair, blue eyes, green eyes, God ain't no man. So when you talking about a white, blue-eyed devil, he must be worshiping that devil, because we don't worship that devil.
Which one you worship?
Listen.
I worship God that ain't a man. God, the Bible said God not a man, neither the son of man, that he shall lie, nor shall he repent.
So why you lie?
You lie.
I don't lie to you to steal.
You lie before you speak.
You trying to say Bishop be lying?
He lied to everybody in the church.
Percy called him Bishop.
What's the lie?
The biggest lie he ever told people, they gotta wait to get to heaven. Right? When
So
Jesus
where
didn't even
heaven
teach
at?
that. He said everybody gotta wait to get to
So
heaven.
you in heaven now?
Yeah. Heaven
boy.
is a state of mind. It's consciousness. It's how you view the world.
No, that's,
Come on, gang, stop
that's
playing
your
with me.
heaven.
No, everybody heaven. Only heaven you can get to.
This.
Only heaven that's
That's
reachable.
his heaven. But watch this here. He said heaven is a state of mind.
Yeah.
Therefore, hell can be a state of mind.
Exactly. Now you get it.
Watch this here. So he's saying, so a man thinks, so is he. But watch this here. Because you think that you're in hell don't mean you're in hell.
No, listen.
Do you think you ugly?
Let me tell you something. If you think if I thought I was ugly, then guess what? I become ugly. Whatever you become.
If you told somebody, hold on. If you told somebody you look good,
sexy.
hold on, watch
I'm
it.
sexy as Stop playing.
You ugly.
No, I look good.
Boy, you ugly.
I look good.
You
I
so
look
ugly.
Good.
You make a baby cry.
Listen. He want to go
Just
to
to be
jokes.
crying.
He always want to go to
No,
jokes.
tell them jokes.
That what the past do. They
No,
go to jokes
no.
when they don't want to go to real shit.
I'm talking about ugly on the inside.
Listen, gang,
See
no,
that?
no.
He thought I was talking about
Come
the
on, gang.
outside. I
What's
said
wrong?
you ugly on the inside. Now you took it. See how you can take words and make it say what you want to say?
So was Jesus nice?
He was nice. Was
he nice?
Jesus always nice.
Well, then why the fuck you calling Jesus with his name Yahshua? Ain't no goddamn J in the letter.
Joshua is just
Yahshua's his name.
That's not in English.
That's his name.
I wasn't born. Look
That's
here.
his name.
I wasn't born
So call him by his name.
in the Middle East. You were.
Yeah, you was too. You just don't know it.
I'm
The Middle East is right here.
Bonton,
It's right here. Listen, he the dumb that thinks slaves came over here. He don't know they shipped slaves out and they sold them out of here, right?
Man.
He's still thinking that we came from somewhere else.
Listen.
He's an old fool.
Watch this. That's some elementary knowledge.
Oh, come on, gang.
They bought us on a boat called Jesus. White man did this.
Y'all
give white man so much credit. It don't even make no sense.
The white man ain't did shit. Listen, all the white man did was this, right? They took the information, but now they forced to give it back,
That
right?
sound good.
Because, like, we know, but here's the problem is they giving it back, but everybody not vibrating correctly. Listen, he good on the inside, but his outer layers all fucked up.
Let me ask you something.
His outer layers all fucked up. He don't even know what a magnetic field is. I'm touching him right now. He can't even feel it. Listen, he think nothing happening. Everything's happening right now. He don't even know.
I know them black nails is just getting around. I mean, you look like a Spider-Man. Where you get them black nails from?
Why y'all insult me? Why y'all?
No.
Every time when I come about the word of God.
Them black nails, listen, they look spooky.
Listen, y'all.
No.
I'm gonna do this. I don't do this.
My boy.
It's gonna be a real war in this video. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna play with you, gang.
Listen.
We don't talk about the Bible. We don't talk about survival.
Listen.
Which one?
When I'm sitting next to you,
I don't give a fuck if he can
I
fight.
feel like what's there? Listen, them nails.
See,
them nails.
I thought we was doing the Bible war.
I know. No, we're
Is it
doing
the
the
Bishop
Bible.
and Up war?
They're spiritual.
No,
they spiritual. Them nails are spiritual. They make you.
What you got, Bishop?
They mean, look, he look dead, man. Look, his hand look dead.
Oh,
Listen, Jesus said that the dead bury the dead. See, what the pastor don't know, what the pastor don't understand is the world is dead because the world don't understand to be aware is to be alive, right? The moment he called these black nails, you knew he was asleep because this is protection. He understand that black absorb negative energy, but he don't understand that because he don't believe in magic, but Jesus did all the magic, right? Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. He's still waiting on Jesus to do shit for him.
Okay, let me tell you. Now, he said, whatever you bound on earth, I'll bound in heaven, whatever you loose. But let me share something with y'all.
He won't let you talk. See that? The church ain't let nobody talk.
Go ahead. I'm going to let him talk. Go ahead.
Can we get... No! Your song to stop.
Go ahead, Bishop, do your thing.
Bro, can we do the Bible war, please?
No, hold on.
Ask the verse.
I got this. Go ahead.
You got what? You just want to let him win because you from Texas. I ain't stupid. It's your turn to go.
Where you from?
You know where he from. I'm from Texas.
I'm talking about where you from.
I'm from St. Louis. Backdoor City. Man. Come on, gang. Let's do this interview, man.
Okay.
You got to say vibrate low. You're supposed to be doing some real
You already started the vibration low.
Sure have.
Why y'all putting it on me?
Because you talking about you.
Stop screaming at the bishop.
All right. You right.
Let me ask you.
Hold on, we're going to do one at a time.
Okay.
You going to go first until you don't that goddamn crying. Excuse my language.
Let's go, bro.
You going to go first, then you go, Bishop.
Listen, I wish Jay to get whooped by his girl because he'll be here. I wish his girl ain't whoop his ass. Yeah, my friend Jay got whooped by his girl.
Oh, Lord.
Got his ass beat.
It's all right. That means you don't fight women.
Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing,
like
but
that.
inwardly are ravenous wolves.
Listen, everybody think a false prophet is a person or a man. It's talking about the whole community. It's talking about the church, right? Because you got to be aware of that because they all run around telling you to look without. They're telling you to pray to go to heaven, but Jesus said, look within. The kingdom of heaven is within, right? They switch up all Jesus' words, right? Yahshua words. They switch them up, and then they feed the people false.
That's what Bishop do.
Listen, and then they tell you this, right? Hold up, don't question God. You got to question the church, you better not ask it because you can't question God. But if you can't question God, then what kind of God is it? Right? What kind of God is it that I can't ask the question to? But you ask him that he won't understand. So to answer your question, that Matthew verse, it means something that he won't never understand. Right? The church is the false prophets. It's not one man, right? It's not one
What you
thing.
got there, bitch? What's the response?
It's
to
the
that?
church.
First of all, I think he done smoked too much kush first. Because he sound like he done lost his mind.
Yeah,
when he said there's going to be many false prophets, it's not referring to
it's many churches.
Everybody always want to put everything on the church. A false prophet can be a man that can't think for himself. You can be, what a man speak out of his mouth, he can bring cursing or blessing out of his mouth. He can say he can't do nothing. He can't accomplish nothing. He just prophesied to his own self. But you do have many false prophets because people doing things for money gain. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle's a false prophet?
Folks saying, huh?
You think Uncle's a false prophet?
I think Unc is a sorcerer of the devil. He connected to him, and they budded, and he in love with Sophia. And so, I think Sophia done treat him real bad, you know what I'm saying? And you got to watch that heifer because she's a freak. And so when you're dealing with, yes, Sophia, she's a freak. And so you have to watch it. But at the same time, anybody that listens to this broadcast don't know nothing about the Bible, don't know how it got translated.
I think the people that watch they know the Bible. They know
they know his book. I mean, he tells so many lies, he confuse you. He don't even understand himself. But first of all, anytime a man try to understand God, you'll never fully understand God. God is too big. He's bigger than our ideas. He's bigger than our thoughts. So the supreme God that's created all things, he gave men the ability to see into things. But you got people turn to sorcery. You got people reading their palms. You got people doing cards like this old crazy lady I seen reading people cards and telling them this. And those things is real because spiritual weakness is real. So if you tap into the devil, you really don't want to tap in.
Let me ask you this, Bishop. I'm going to cut you out. When you preach at your church on Sundays, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you giving the people what they need, or do you know that there's information?
Yeah, you giving the collection plate. That's passed around at least 2 times.
You know what? Well, you know what?
At least 2 times.
But watch this. Everybody was talking about the plate. Watch this. TXU, to cut these lights, want they plate. The car you drive, want they plate. Around. And if you don't around, what they do, they come get it.
Everything God gave you was free, right? Free. The fruit was free. It was free. So somebody sold it to you. See, you don't understand. He went around paying for free shit. That's why I don't pay for free shit. Listen, right now, when you go to the tree, do you got to put a quarter in to get a banana out? No. You got to put $1 in it? No. Listen, before they took over money, the proper money was trade. Everybody just trade some shit. Whatever you got, I get what you got, right? But now they run around charging for everything, and he run around paying, and they run around charging the church. But Jesus never charged nobody. Listen, Jesus fed 5,000 people with 5 fish. Did he charge somebody, or did he do voodoo?
Okay.
He did voodoo, right? He did magic to feed them, right? These motherfuckers want to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Yeah. Listen, stop playing on me.
Everything that's in his ice box,
this nigga got 5 businesses, 5 cars, 5 trucks. This nigga rich as shit, right? He in there steady collecting money. All right, tell them about that, Pastor.
Let me tell you something.
Tell them, Pastor.
I'm gonna tell you cats like this here. I ain't never took a salary.
That's what he always say. All this money,
my shirt too small. I've been getting money since day one, so you know I'm a hustler by nature. You know what I'm saying? You talking about an ex-drug dealer? You talking about an ex-robber? Then took the game and flipped it. I sell watermelon. I sell bedspread.
Yeah. And you will sell the word too.
But no, you can't sell.
And you will sell the word too. Package it up and sell.
I ain't never preach. I don't even have a what they call underwear. I don't preach for nothing for money. I don't even believe in that. It's no.
Then why y'all ask for the collection plate? Then stop asking for the plate.
No.
Give me my money back. I put it in the.
You got to teach people how to get.
Yeah, I put money in there.
What's that?
You know why I put money in there? He said it's 60 y'all in here. All y'all in here.
But he been
we got a new van. We just need it fixed a little bit.
He got to still give because what? You're not giving to man. You giving to God. But everything you got, it came from God. Nothing that he owned belonged to him. It came from God.
But God didn't charge me for it.
God didn't charge you for it.
I came in the world.
He love a cheerful giver. I don't know why people always attack the church for giving. The mosque give. You give at the school to keep the school function.
The school is poison. The mosque is poison.
No,
everything for separation and control. They separate you from your money so they can control you.
So you think everything is more important than God? Something wrong with you.
Not more important than God.
The spirituality is your whole source of life.
No, my whole source of life is life itself. Listen, this thing,
you know what?
They don't understand. Listen, this is a problem with them, right? They so afraid of death. They invented a place with gold everywhere because these motherfuckers so money hungry. Why the fuck they heaven look like that? Right? They haven't got gold streets. It's gold everywhere in they fucking heaven. Why the fuck they heaven look like that? Why does heaven look like that?
Hold on. At them demons, what's it? Them demons acting up. What's it?
It's gold everywhere in they heaven. Listen. And you know it's a fucked up place because they like Scrooge. They want to stay there forever.
Do you believe in the Bible or you don't?
God promised to let you stay there with the money forever.
Made like gold.
Full of gold.
everything is symbolic. He done took it and made it natural.
Man,
ain't no streets in heaven.
Symbolic is gold.
Ain't no streets in heaven.
Let's go to the second verse.
You know why it's gold? You know why it's gold? Because when the Anunnaki came here, they needed gold. They had to drink the gold.
The reason why you got so many false prophets, because people listen to fools like this here, and they'll tell them anything. And people, they'll listen to anything. They don't study their word. They don't pray to God. They don't even fear God.
Why not pray to God if I'm God?
What God you are, the little G?
Yeah, I'm the little G.
So you the God they go to sleep.
I'm GDBD Vice Lord.
Oh Lord, you is crazy. This a gangster God.
Yeah, Jesus was a gangster. Listen, you know Jesus was a gangster when the police ran him over to kill him. He was getting chased by the law enforcement.
I think because he was black.
He was a gangster.
Look at them knees he got.
Stop playing on me. Listen, the church want to hide from this fact, right? This was the church want to hide from. They want to hide from the fact that they don't want to take Jesus' message, but they all want to take Jesus. All they want to do is sing happy songs, right? All they want to do is sing happy songs and then
why you want to say that?
Right?
Don't keep on talking about.
That's all y'all want to do, because all you want to do is
man, poor churches,
have you ate yet?
Little small
the church
churches ain't got no
holidays.
They feed them. We feed them as much as we can.
Come on, gang. Stop playing on me. You gonna feed them on holidays.
Churches bound to make it. Cause you
the second verse. It's on you now, Bishop.
Okay.
It's Corinthians 11, 13, 15. For such men are false apostles, deceitful workmen, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light.
That's
what you gotta say about that, Bishop?
Man, that's true. You got a lot of false prophets and everything. Anytime a man say something, somebody gonna follow him. If he came up with a sermon called "Eat Worms," you eat worms and you get strong and your mind over, you have a lot of people eating worms. He looked like a worm. Watch him. So he may have been ate some worms. And watch this. So there's no religion that don't cause people to grab it. It's always a fool leading another fool, blind leading the blind. So when you don't know,
at your church,
we keep it real. Listen, we do nothing but by the book. So when you say my church don't belong to me, it belongs to the Lord.
Okay.
I'm just a preacher that's glad that God saved me from myself. So when I give people the word of God, I teach them the love of God. I teach them with balance. And so when you come across people like this, the church reject folks like this. I love people like this here. You know why? Because I believe that the power of God able to even bring him to a point to make him in the right man. Mind that man a demon possessed. He was cutting on himself, sleeping in the grave, sleeping around dead folk. He did. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus came to the man that was demon possessed, cutting on himself, and Jesus spoke to him and made him put on his clothes. He wasn't talking about his physical clothes, but he was talking about clothes his mind upright. You know,
think
don't let
got God in him?
Huh?
You think Unc got God inside of him?
Everybody got God in him. He couldn't live without God.
Listen, he's doing it wrong. Listen. It was talking about the two selves of men, right? Everybody got two bodies. You got the physical body. You have your astral body, right? But he was talking about the self. Everybody got a higher self and they got the lower self, right? So everybody is kind of like double-minded, right? So what the Bible is trying to understand that you could be dealing with somebody in sheep clothing, meaning he know not who he is. Meaning that 1 minute he would have, 1 minute he not, right?
That's the Bishop.
Listen to
no,
me. No,
it don't matter.
It's everybody. It's me. It's him. But it's everybody. So listen. In order to prevent
Bishop
that,
100.
Listen. In order to prevent that, you got to understand that they've been attacking your magnetic field your whole life, right? And your magnetic field's like an egg. You crack it, it's gone. Every time he get mad, it cracked. Every time he lied, it cracked. It just cracked 150,000 times the last time he spoke. Because everything he spoke was bullshit.
Man, look at
right?
the nails.
So listen, see, you always say, look at the nails. I'm coming to tell them the truth. I'm trying to
now
break down.
Nails spooky.
Listen, I'm trying to break down to people what it means, right? It's a higher self and there's a lower self, right? Noble Drew Ali. Everybody know Noble Drew Ali. He said one thing, right? If you want to know what to study, I'm going to say yourself. When you well have studied yourself, when you come back to me and ask me what to study again, and I reply yourself, the self-study of a man is never done. Right? You never done studying yourself because you understand that your magnetic field controls the inside of your body. So what he was talking about was everybody. See, everybody want to know what they talk about everybody, but everybody God, everybody's devil. Everybody got a high self, everybody got a lower self, right?
Everybody ain't the devil.
Nobody can control their thoughts. Right now, Pastor was sitting there, he had some dirty thoughts, right? And the dirty thoughts came to his head. What the f*** you was that?
Watch this here.
What the f*** you was that last night?
Laying down.
No, I would have laid down, phone off, don't come to the phone, don't pick it up. I'm calling you all day. What the f*** you at? Don't you got a wife? Right? I don't even know where the f*** you at, right? So I'm trying to figure out what the f*** going on. No, he ain't coughing. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to did he come here? Listen, did he come in here all like this, tired and shit, like you know, he been sucking on the dick all night. And he got a wife, right? Hallelujah to that, then.
These demons, watch this. Demons lie on you. Demons make up stuff. See what I'm saying about lying prophets? He just manifest.
Pastor, how we been done talking about that? Why you stay talking? Pastor, we done with that.
Okay, but
why you so caught up on that?
Okay, what's that?
It must be the truth.
It
gotta be the truth. You start talking about it. It gotta be the truth.
No, he said something about the false prophet. He just said something.
It gotta be the truth. Look at it.
Look at it.
It gotta be the truth.
Look at it.
I've been done with that.
Can I ask something? No, you done with it. But watch this.
Right, it's done.
You can deceive people.
But it's done.
But listen, okay, we done with that. But watch this.
We done with that.
You have the ability. What Christ did. Christ took the power out of man's hand. Man been deceiving people for years. So he said, great is he that's in you than he's that's in the world. So Christ did away with all
the Bible verse and everything.
And so, no.
We ain't talking about the Bible verse and everything. The Bible verse goes to explain itself.
I'm just letting you know that the power within yourself.
Explain to her.
I ain't got to do that.
It's on you now, Uncle.
I'm 100.
What?
Make my wife good.
Yeah,
where your wife?
He gonna say it again. He gonna keep saying it again. I was at home last night.
Where that help?
I was at home last night. And I picked up my phone. Okay. Right? Yeah. I think you better call Tyrone. Call. But you can't use my phone.
Eric Badu from South Dallas, what he probably.
What God, mom?
Go ahead.
We got John 4:1.
John 4:1.
I like John.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit.
Come on,
but
man.
test the spirits to see whether they are from God.
Oh, Lord.
For many false prophets have gone out into the world.
Let me say something.
They smoke weed, they drink.
This is what
they
did,
got
right?
skeletons.
What you reading, and what you don't understand what you're reading. They took every name and they made every name turn to a white name. They really took the Bible.
I didn't see Bob in that.
Listen to me.
Billy.
They took the Bible. They made names like John. All them names to make
John,
you think
the black
that
man name.
they were superior to you. That's why they slid verses in like obey your slave master, right? They slid
that
stuff
what
in.
That means.
Dang, you gotta let me talk.
But
right?
Bishop,
when it's my turn to talk, folks, let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? Listen, that's why they slid verses in, right? Listen, and that's why they gave you a white Jesus. They took down the black and put up a white one because that Bible was made for you to submit. In that Bible, they told you one thing you understood was wrong. They told you to be weak. They said be weak. They said look the other way, right? But you gotta understand, you gotta be powerful. You gotta speak with what's that word Jesus said all the time? You gotta speak with authority. Right? Because when Jesus spoke, he spoke with authority, right? He told the wind be still and it stopped moving, right? So why the Bible tells us to be weak then? Right? Jesus said, what I do, all men can do, so all men deserve to talk, Pastor. Right? But they ain't going to teach that, right? They want you to be quiet. They want you to be silent. They don't want you to speak, right? And that's the problem with the church, right? And the church don't understand that. Listen, I swear to God, Mama, when you go to church, it's only one day where they allow you to speak and ask questions. That's doing Bible school. And even then, they're going to tell you what the Bible means. But ask him who told him what the Bible means. I talked to him. His mama did. Listen, this is a good man. The only reason he in the church, because his mother. The only reason I was in church, because of my mother. Listen, we do what our family do instead of doing what the we want to, right? Because we holding on to shit, right? This man got too many attachments. He holding on too much shit, right? He got the book. He got the truth. He got the light. He's scared to walk in it. Right? But you look at
he doing both.
Come on, gang. Listen, everybody do both. Everybody double-minded. Everybody double-minded when they realize one thing, right? He got to wait till he die to go to heaven, right? But I realize I'm in heaven right now. They want life to be good, but the Bible says it's going to be more bad days than good, right? So everybody want everything to be so good for, right? But people don't, I don't give a on my lips. Niggas supposed to look like that. Don't listen. It don't matter. That's the spirit coming out.
Right.
That's the spirit. Listen, gang, it's a real spirit party. You cannot get in. Moses off the drink and Jesus off the gin. I swear to God, my mama.
Bishop,
I rebuke you, devil. Now watch this.
Watch this. Give him response.
Now watch this. Let me share something with you. Everybody come to God in their own way. You know, you got the churches. They close mind. They in a box. They don't want to deal with people on this level. They don't like dealing with certain demons. They don't like dealing with certain attacks. I'm not you. There's a spirit behind you. But watch this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so watch this.
That's word.
Watch this. And so the thing is that when he said something that's real, you possess the good and evil. When they ate the tree of knowledge of good and evil, man can always live this life, but he cannot control bad thoughts. But the Bible said, cast down every imagination that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. What makes God so powerful in my life, you know, I'm hearing you, but at the same time, because you hear my past, but somebody that done been with me in my past, they can see the light because they know where I come from. So because you see me in your present, if you knew my past, then you knew it as a God. I can't change myself. I can't read a book to change me. I can't pray enough to change me. I couldn't go to enough miles, enough church to change me. It takes the power of God to change me. So when I look at my life, I realize that it's the power of God. So when you get a preacher like myself that's not intimidated by this foolishness, this cat doing, they ain't got no power now. It can't stop him from lusting, can't stop him from cussing, and it can't stop him from fussing. And it can't do none of that. So what he doing, that thing he doing is so weak. In his mind, he think that's some power. Somebody else gonna look at this and gonna try it because they sell food doing the same thing. Only thing he need to do is renew his mind. That's all he got to do. And everything is off a word.
Listen.
It's not off no voodoo. No voodoo and hoodoo.
Listen, if I'm renewing my mind, first tell me where information.
You better be careful. You might go to jail. You burning money.
We good. What information at? Tell me what information at. So I renew my mind. What information? Where is that?
Who is that?
Where's information? Where's knowledge?
Ain't no knowledge within you.
He don't know. Listen.
Knowledge within you.
Listen,
you was born with it.
Knowledge is right here, right?
Nah, it ain't in there. Grab it.
Listen, for a lot of years, they want us to believe
that sound good.
Listen to me, gang. Everybody has proven, just because I'm sitting next to the pastor right now, I can read his thoughts. I can read them.
What's going through my mind?
We are energetic beings. We are electric. We are not full human.
What's going through my mind right now? I'm tell what's going. I'm tell what's in my mind. I see YN, a young old nigga want to be young. You remind me of them NBA boys. You should have been in them videos jumping around.
Listen, why come every time we do this,
tight clothes
he saw me 150,000 times. Listen, he talks so bad about me, I be confused. I don't know I'm sitting next to the bishop. Right?
No, I'm not talking about the truth.
Right? But listen, we fight not against people, we fight against principalities and power. Right? So we got to understand that. My problem is not with him because like 98% of the world worship the devil, they don't even know. Right? Listen, they confused because they think everybody think they're doing something good. Right? Everybody think that what they doing is what they supposed to be doing. Nobody running around knowing they doing bad, right? Because life's not about good or bad. It's me and him together right now, we both carry the truth. Right? Both of us saying true statements, but only one of them statements could be truth. That's what I meant.
That's right.
You got a true statement, I got a true statement, but only one of them could be truth. But
both of them can't be.
Both of them cannot be.
What is true?
Listen, the truth when you got everything. See, your book, you don't understand. Listen, back in Egypt,
the book is in you.
Back in Egypt, they did, right? They stole little bitty pieces. Everybody ran off with pieces of the book, right?
It's in you.
The church got some. The Nation of Islam got some. The Muslims got some. All these motherfuckers got a little bit of the whole, right?
It's like
they all got a cup of the ocean.
You born with the book in you. You born with the book in you. The other book just confirmed what's already in you. He said, I'm write my law on all men's heart.
Come on, gang. You don't even understand.
You don't understand.
You live in a world where you can't understand.
Watch this here. Can he explain to you what that do for him?
I can explain to you what it do for everybody. Listen,
what it do for you?
So listen, sage do two things, right? One thing you gotta understand is that smoke.
Like a big old joint.
One thing you gotta understand that we live in two worlds, right? We live in the physical world. We also live in the spiritual world. Smoke can actually travel through both, right? So what I'm saying is you can see it here and also travel to the spiritual plane where you can't see it. But sage, for instance, to keep away negative energy, right? So if you got negative energy around, you do this, negative energy kind of like deflect away from you. What is the black nails? So you don't understand because like everything on the earth is a.
Where you learn that at?
I learned it from Jesus.
You ain't learn that from Jesus. She done the lying prophet. You done lied on Jesus again.
Yeah, I learned it from Jesus.
Okay, we got the next one. This on you, Timothy 6:5. Who think that godliness is a means to financial gain from such withdrawal yourself.
Listen, this is what it is, right? A lot of people, and I'm really not going to say the pastor, right? Because I can't say that about the pastor because the pastor help people. But a lot of people, they are here for self-gain. Right? They are here just to get rich off the word, right? They're going to tell you the word and then they hustling it, right? But that's not what the word is for. A lot of times you got to understand the reason why I get mad at the church because they collect money. You should be collect money, you should be the givers if you're going to be the givers. You shouldn't rob Peter to play Paul. That's sort of like that. But I can't say Bishop is like that because I watch him collect small collections. I'm looking at the food he didn't feed them. God damn, this nigga fed into all that food. He ain't collected half of that, right? Because I watched it. They had said again, listen, the collection plate still coming back around. Right? So what I'm saying is that everybody not like that, but as a whole, that's the church. That's what they do. Right? They want to sell you the kingdom of heaven. They want to sell you peace. They want to sell you everything, but everything is in your mind. Like he just said. He said that you was born, God wrote the words on your heart. So if God wrote the words on your heart, what the fuck you need a church for? You don't need it. But the problem is everybody want to not. Why the fuck you ain't looking at me when I'm talking? Why you ain't looking at me when I'm talking?
You need to calm down.
Listen, you look at him when he talk.
I can't tell if you're looking at me or not.
But you every time I talk, you look at all.
I'm looking at you.
But I'm saying that everything comes within. Everybody's scared to look within. Right? No, I'm for real, gang. Because like I just want everybody watching this to look within, like to know that you don't need to look without.
That's right. Well, look what he just said though. You saying some preachers people using for their own self gain. They've been doing that for years. But here's the thing: the word is given free. You should give it free. I don't believe in a lot of stuff that's going on in the church, but we don't want to make the church look bad because you got a few bad apples. But
A lot of bad apples.
a few. Everybody ain't
come
bad.
on, man.
Everybody,
Oh, man.
you just know those that in social media, but everybody ain't after to gain something out the church because there's no money in the church. It's more money in the streets. You can't fool God, so you can't judge every man by what another man do. But I do say this Unc right about one thing. Everything that we do, we should do it out of kindness of our heart. We don't do it that, hey, I come preach for you, you got to give me 10,000, you got to give me 5,000.
Pastors do that.
Yeah, but they hustlers. And so, but everybody have their own belief. You gonna get some preachers gonna get mad at me today because I say I don't believe in unaware. I hear Geno Jennings said he don't preach for money, but he's lying too because his billing he got, they had to take up money. Everything he got, he didn't get it out of his money. So don't let people fool you. One lift themselves up, one tear another person down. But God see everything. And so, but a lot of churches has taken God's people, and instead of them being servant to God's people, Jesus never came to be looked up to. Jesus never came for people to serve him. Jesus was a servant. He said those are going to be the greatest of them all, but to be the servant of them all.
Listen, they're going to say Jesus came to die, but Jesus said, I came to tell you that ye are God.
Watch this here. And we are God. But my point is, Jesus trying to set example that man can have the power within himself. You don't have to look to a man to get to God.
Exactly.
That's weakness. But you listen. Anytime you don't know who you are.
Y'all agreed upon something?
Yeah,
that's true.
It's in you. Everything in you. The word don't do nothing but keep you in line where you won't be so spiritual. You make up your own mind what you want to do. I seen some people say they so spiritual. I seen a church, everybody set up in there naked. Everybody naked. The preacher naked. And so they talk about Adam and Eve was naked. So some man and came along and twist that word up. Got a bunch of people setting up in the church naked. It's because they misinterpret the word. Just like you said, master and I'm your slave. That's their custom. That's the way they talk. Master don't mean that the white man is our master and we his slave. That's not what it's saying. Master means one that is your teacher. Really Jesus said, you say I'm your master. Hold on, let me say
no good. We want to call it.
We misuse we misuse and mishandle the word of God. And so when you get people who don't really know what they're talking about, they'll say some things that sound good. But at the same time, there's no error in the word. The word teaches you love. The word teaches peace. You got white Christians say they Christian, but they Ku Klux Klan. You got black Christians say they Christian, but they don't like the white man. You got people that say they Christian, but they don't walk in love.
Would you preach outside if there was no money involved?
Ain't no money involved now. I don't get no money, man. Every money I get, I got my own business. My church small. I wish it was a point that my church can take care of me where I ain't got to get out here and work. I can do nothing but focus on God's people and get a word from God. I can't get a word from God on a motor. I can't get a word from God. I'm in the kitchen flipping hamburgers. I need to be concentrating and focused on what God is saying to the people. So I'm hoping that one day that I can have the finance to be able to go around, go into the prison and go to the street and witness to people and deal with demons that nobody want to deal with. I got to deal with demons. Somebody told me, man, you going on the broadcast, he a witch. He's a spooky. No, you a witch. You spooky because you don't understand this man. No, the witch is that heifer got your mind told up.
Listen, they think witches is bad, but witches was good, right? Listen, they outlaw black cats because black cats
black cat, black witches, black dog,
right? Everything. Listen, here's the
black
problem.
is bad.
Here's the problem that everything that you say black is bad. It's common sense. They gonna think black is bad. No. You know why? Because they trained you to think that black was bad. Only because black absorbed negative energy, right? They didn't want people in the hood running around absorbing negative energy. They wanted to become that energy, right? What people don't understand is your whole life they've been attacking your magnetic field, right? See, his magnetic field is weak, but his word is strong, right? Because that's what they do, right? People don't understand two things: that you cannot live your life just following the word. You have to take care of your life and take care of your body and connect your mind to your magnetic field.
What's stronger than the word?
You have to connect. You gotta let me talk, right?
Yeah, because, I'm just asking.
Listen, he gonna tell you right now. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God.
What's stronger than the word?
What he gonna say, right? But listen, there's a lot of spirits running around here that can't speak, right? So I don't think he understands that God Himself don't speak. right? Listen, the Creator never spoke to anyone. He don't have a voice, right? But he have created things that have voices, because if he would speak, he'd come down and tell everybody shut the fuck up and quit asking for love when you was born with love. See, everybody don't understand that God can't speak. What kind of God?
God ain't got no lips.
No. So he can't speak, so he don't have no voice, so he don't have no word.
He's greater than lips.
We are trying to understand God through words and through letters. We are trying to understand our creation, right? Who created us. We're trying to understand where the fuck we at through words.
That's right.
Right?
That's
but
right.
God do not have a fucking word. He'll never say a fucking word, right? Because he ain't got shit to say.
Okay, it's on you now, Bishop. Her leaders, this is Micah 3:11. Her leaders judge for a bribe. Her priests teach for a price. And her prophets tell fortunes for money. Yet they lean on the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us?
That's right. So you don't think you got people prophesying for money? Y'all must don't look at TikTok and all these different people going on these shows and listen to these people.
You get the same type of verses about money and shit.
Watch up. And they are prophesying and people tell them they're gonna be this, they're gonna be that, and they don't know what they're talking about. But the Bible said, if a man say anything in my name, it come to pass. These God's word. So men have the ability to speak into the future because the devil have power. People keep saying the devil don't have no power. He do have power because he's in principality. He's spiritual wickedness. So
listen, we can't speak into the future. We create the future when we speak.
Because a lot of times people don't know that.
Hold
on. Yeah.
But I gotta correct him.
Okay, watch this. Now you correct yourself.
The past is after you speak, and the future is when you speak.
Anytime you see people that fortune tell your future or tell you something about yourself, you got to know how to discern your own self. Because what is that? I mean, I'm not finna touch that. It's black
that's
too.
Good, Bishop.
It's good.
No, I won't touch that. No, it look like kryptonite.
Come on, man, you tripping.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That might ball my toes up. Watch this. And so, but the thing is
that's one of those.
Okay, what is this?
He won't. He got the money. You'll take that.
I don't want that.
The money
ain't no good.
The money they gonna take. That's yours, pal.
He done gave me something, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bishop.
Whatever that, I appreciate this. I don't know what it is, but it might be
got
a money.
money in it. It's
Okay, but he got a little job. He got the big job. Look, that let you know greed is all on him. Look at it. He give me the little job. He got the big job. Look at it. He give me the smile. He want me to stay broke, don't he? Look at it. Want me to be a begging preacher.
That's fucked up. Now I gotta make my jaws bigger.
But my thing is that when you're dealing with ministry, when you're dealing with people's lives, you got to deny yourself. Because I never want to be a preacher. I never want to be a pastor. I end up being a pastor through my transition of my suffering. So anything I learned.
Was you preaching before you got out of prison or when you got out?
I was preaching in prison. You know,
in prison.
Yeah, it's hard to preach in prison because people, like he said, they said that you can't, you got to turn your other cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Which cheek?
You know, this really, not the one back there.
Did you have a following in prison?
I'm trying to find out. You turned the other cheek, pal.
Did you have a following when you were in prison? Did you have a following in prison?
Yeah, man. You know, people. You know, when they hear a
you must have been to his church.
They reject me in church because I don't believe. Thank God God became a member because he feels so real. You know what I'm saying?
His church is for real niggas, gang. Everybody that's out in jail and out in the penitentiary with him. Like they know him. Like everybody in the church know him. Like one time I said about him, his church is like supposed to be like church supposed to be a community. Everybody supposed to know each other. Like I became a member of their church. Them motherfuckers called me so much I had to change my number. they call you just to check on you. Hey, how you doing? Listen, you going on there? I don't know. They got some freaky shit going on, but they hug a lot. Yeah. As soon as you walk in, everybody just start hugging you, right? Listen, we ended up one time, I swear to God, I got grave digger quiz with me, right? And like the pastor do something at the church where he get everybody up and he tell them come to the front if you want to pray. So we all get in the circle, then you start praying. They don't even know why they in the circle, but the circle holds a whole lot of energy, right? They don't understand why they in the circle, but they all get in the circle and they start praying, right? Boom. One day, pastor was praying, was like grave digger quiz with me, and the lady that was next to him, she just fell out, started screaming and hollering like, ah, like it's a demon in this nigga, right? I swear to God, I'm like, what the fuck? I've been man, the motherfuckers on the ground screaming. And after the church, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed like hell. After church, everybody still loves us the same, but they knew that boy had a demon in him. They stayed the fuck away from him. So everybody stayed the fuck away from him. But that was in his church. She got so scared, she was like him, to the point that she couldn't even speak. She ain't have no voice, Pastor.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. And I'm glad that it happened to that person. I'm just saying, because I keep it real. You got people want to pray for everybody, and you ain't got no power in you. It's just like in the Bible, you said, Paul, I know, Jesus, I know.
Say that again, preacher.
Who are you? Everybody want to try to save somebody when they locked up themselves. You know, how can you set somebody free? You ain't got the power to set yourself free. But it's religion, it's tradition, it's custom. But one thing, you know, a lot of people don't know, Unc got a lot of sense. Unc got a lot of things Unc say.
Right
lot of things Unc say, if you pay attention, a lot of it makes sense. I'm just trying to connect it with the true God, the only God, and that's the word of God. And so once you get that balance in your life, then you won't judge people by the way they look. You won't judge people by what they come out of. You won't judge people because they've been in prison. You know how many pastors told me they don't want to have nothing dealing with me because I've been in prison? You know how many pastors don't want to deal with me because I sat on this couch and talk to regular people because they done got so high-minded, they think they greater than people. But Jesus went where the sinners were. He went where the crackheads were. He went where the drug dealers were. He sat with sinners, and they said the same thing about them. They said, you a man, you a man of God, why is you eating and sitting with sinners? He said, I ain't come for those that ain't sick. I come for the lost. And so anytime you don't go to the lost, you can't reach the real, because the most fake people, no disrespect, and I'm a pastor, the most acting people is in church.
Right.
You got a lot of acting in the world. You got fake gangsters. You got fake pimps. It's fake everything. You know, the whole world based around fakeness. So nobody being real with themselves. But when you come in contact with the real true God and within yourself, then you have a peace that the world can't give nor take away. Then now you're not living to impress man. You living to impress the one that created you. But as long as you trying to impress man, you still blind, you still lost, and you still captivated by the system of the world. And one thing about the system of the world, it don't bring unity. That's why you got a lot of brothers pretend to be tough, but they bound. You got a lot of brothers pretend to be gangsters, but they bound. A real man is free. A real man can speak to a brother. A real man that can lift a brother up, not put him down. A real man can show love. A real man can shed tears. But a fake man, he's scared to cry because he's worrying about what another man gonna think. A fake man always trying to walk and talk like he bigger than what he born to be. And that's why he live in fear. I don't live in fear. I'm the most free man in the world. Anytime you trying to impress another man, you still bound. And this what Unc be talking about. That's why he keeps saying you a God. I said that to some Christian before. They say I'm blaspheming. I'm making people think they God. And they don't know in their own book, Psalms 110 say ye are gods. But you ain't the creator. But you are a God because you can create. You are a God because you can think for yourself. You can conquer things. And so you're God within yourself. But if you don't believe you can save yourself through the power and the word of God, then you'll continue to be bound. So when I look at myself, I don't give myself the credit. I don't know how I came out of the closed mind that I was in. But one thing I do like about my life, it worked for me. What worked for you, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? I tell a Muslim, I tell a Jew, I tell no true Ali believer, I go through the gospel to get to God. But if you choose to live the life you want to live, if it worked for you, let it work for you. If it brings peace in your home and it brings peace among your brothers, then you got the right thing. The whole key of life is that we become one like the Father and the Son was. They had unity. It's no black, white man. It ain't no rich and poor. We all just mankind.
Good answer, Bishop. It's on you now, Unc. It's Titus 1:11. They must be silenced because they are disrupting whole households by teaching things they ought not to teach, and that for the sake of dishonest gain.
Again, everything in the Bible is talking about the church. But I don't think you understand. I don't know if I can say it enough, right? Who else is doing what they say that they doing?
It's people in the church.
That's all they doing. Because listen, at the end of every church service, they gonna pass around the plate. They gonna say, yo, give us what you got. They gonna say, yo, give us 10%. Even in the Bible, right? You remember Moses came down from the mountain, he had to killing people because they sold the house but didn't give them all the money. See, the church is all about the money. The book is all about the money, right?
What scripture that is?
Yeah, you don't read the
say
book.
that again, huh?
You don't read the book. Moses came down from the mountain and killed some people because the reason why he killed them because they sold the house but then found out the guy didn't give them all the money. He wanted 100% of the money. They kept like 10% of the money. And for that, Moses killed them.
But you play too much.
All right, listen, I don't think they know their book. But listen, this is what I'm saying though, right? It's always
That ain't in the book.
Okay. It's not there. But I guarantee you it's there. But listen, the Bible is so big, nobody reads it, right? They go around, they learn verses by heart. And they run around their whole life. They got a verse for everything, but they don't understand that that verse go with that verse, and that verse connected to that verse, and that verse is always connected to the Quran. Right? And it's always connected to everything because Jesus went everywhere. When Jesus was 12, he walked everywhere. All through Egypt, all through everything over there. He was a Buddha. He learned everything. Right? So he was well-rounded in everything. That's how he knew how to do magic. Right? But they don't understand. They don't want the power. Here he denying the power. He said, I just can't believe in myself. I want to believe in something outside of me. See, that's the problem. Everybody want to believe in something outside of them. But if everybody look within, like Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within, why the fuck I'm looking without? Listen, I can't come here and tell everybody, yo, listen, I'm still saying, I know who the fuck the creator is, and I know everything he do. I don't know that, but I know for a fact I co-create with him, and I know I do it in my head. I know I do it when I sleep. I know I do it all the time, right? Because he let me co-create. I know a dog can't co-create. I know a cat can't co-create. I know the only thing that can co-create is man, right? So I gotta be real connected to the source in order to do that. But the problem is he don't want to co-create. He's still living off somebody else's creation. Somebody gave him the book. I told him what the book means, and he held them thoughts. I ain't getting my thoughts from no book.
Why you keep knocking me?
Right? I'm not knocking him. I'm just knocking this way of the way that they was taught, right? Because they was taught something, they passed along information. But it's like, why you keep on passing along this old information? It's like right now, Bob, I can tell you how to play a Nintendo. But what's the problem right now? Ain't nobody playing Nintendo, right? Who the fuck playing Nintendo? Nobody, right? They're holding on to old information that nobody can even fucking use. Right? But I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying it was good in its time.
Heaven and earth was stand.
It was good in its time.
Forever.
But now it's time
So I'm going to cut you out. So are you saying that the word in the Bible must change for people to understand?
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying it did change people to understand. Everything you see is somebody else's thoughts about what they saw. It's somebody else's idea. So every man can have their own idea. Everybody is a walking Bible. Right? And then you tell your story because your story is for you. All the Bible supposed to do is strike your mind. Right? Supposed to spark you. Right? Because that is not the whole thing. The whole thing is within you. The only person that can do that is you.
But the Bible ain't never been written by a mere man. Everything was inspired by God. This is what people don't understand. When the Bible was translated, well, yeah, he can if he choose to use you, but he gonna catch some demons out of it. Now watch this. Here's the thing. Everybody say that this book been written this way, this, that. You know, everybody got a story. Everybody believe in history. Everybody believe something, but nobody have facts. What is facts? What is truth? Truth is based on what the word of God say. Truth is based on how God lay it out, not how man lay it out. So if somebody listen to this broadcast and don't know their Bible, don't know the word, don't know how the Bible is translated, don't know how God used man to write the word of God. I hear people saying the Bible wrote by a man. Our book written by a man. That's crazy. That's retarded thinking. But the thing is, the Bible always been attacked, but it never been approved with errors in it. It never been defeated in no time, even today. He said the word done got old. He said heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will stand forever. If nobody that don't know their word listen to that, they're thinking that they can outthink God. God already know everything. He said I'm an Alpha and Omega. So there's nothing new that the church gonna do.
His word is the voice. They think it's the book. He didn't say that book will live forever. He said the word will live forever. That means your voice will live forever.
The word.
That fucking means that everybody's got their own fucking idea. Right? Listen, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with the book. The book was good for its time. They talking about everybody still running around talking about the shit in Egypt. Right? Listen, but right now they don't understand they're still in Egypt. They don't understand. Listen, if everybody look within,
got too many entertainers in the church.
Listen, gang. Everybody will understand they don't need no book. Just look within.
Nobody feel God.
Listen. I'm not saying nothing wrong. What I'm saying, everybody should have their own idea. Because listen, you get the book. You breathe in information. When you breathe it out, you breathe out authenticity, right? You breathe out what the fuck you believe it is. And that's when you get to co-create with God. Listen, I'm not co-creating with God if I'm taking another man's ideas, right? I'm taking his ideas. I haven't took a chance to co-create yet. I haven't came up with my own idea yet. Right? So if I got to look at this book and all of a sudden...
Who came on with them clothes you got on and that gold you got on? That's another man's idea.
No, that's not another idea because my idea was to put it on. And then it's my idea to strike the people that look like this so I can wake them up. Listen, this is my uniform, gang, so I don't think you understand, right? I come with a message. But people always worry about the messenger. Nigga, fuck the messenger. Fuck what I look like. Take the message. Right? But what I'm saying is this, and I'm just trying to keep it 100, that everybody in the world is lost.
And only way to wake up is to look within.
So
right?
you the only one found?
No, you don't understand, right? A lot of people
So
waking up right
you're
now.
in process.
There's a lot of people waking up right now. Revelations is happening now. Re-reveal. So right now, a lot of people.
The Bible said man will be loving of himself, high-minded, full of pride, love of money more than the things of God. Everybody you see that's running around, they putting money on the side of their head. People are preaching for money. People are selling their body for money. People rapping for money.
Rob, we gonna pay attention.
People acting like they for children, and all the time they not for the kids, it's for them hidden mode. I've seen so many guys that get up and talk about they for the kids. All of it's game,
I ain't for
man.
no fuck them kids. I ain't for no kids. Listen,
you sound like charging white now.
The only reason I say fuck these kids is this right here, right? The people don't understand this. I love the kids, right? Everybody love the kids, but the kids are smarter than humans. I'm talking about grown humans because they still got their third eye open. They got their soft spot. So when kids come in the world, they don't know how to talk, but they know how to use their emotion, right? They use their emotion to communicate. But I think people don't understand how to use their emotions now because everybody want to let other people control their emotions. Meaning, baby don't let you control their emotions. They cry when they want to cry. They stay happy when they want to happy. They use their emotions for their good. They don't let you control them. You try to make a baby smile, the baby probably go cry. Right? They don't allow you the ability to control their emotion because the baby know how to use their emotion. But people get older, they get grown, and they run around let everybody else use their emotion. Now they become a
puppet.
A puppet, and they become a. Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate that. Now they become a string. They get pulled by the strings based on their emotion. So that's my problem with people. I think people don't know how to truly use their emotion, but a baby knows how. That's why I say fuck that baby, right? Because it really ain't fuck that baby. Really, I want to be that baby. Because I want to be that baby, right? Because that baby came in this world with everything that it needed to survive, and it got neutralized. It got destroyed. Nigga, it got attacked. Tainted. From the moment it came in the world, it began attacked. The doctor stick it with something, but everybody think they're attacking the body. They're not attacking the body. They're attacking your magnetic field, right? See, everybody got a magnetic field. I was talking about it in the beginning, the astral body. Everybody got a magnetic field, right? And what happened is this, right? You got everything that's running around here, it got energy in it. This whole energy, even the food hold energy, right? So if I eat food that was like, so I eat fruit, right? And the sun hold good positive energy. And this fruit was basically made by the sun, right? So it's gonna give me the same vitamins, right? But then they making man-made fruits. They making them in dark rooms, fake light, all that. And it's dead fruit. You eat that fruit, it's dead. Seeds. Yes, but it's not attacking your body. It's attacking your magnetic field. Because once you get your magnetic field, then they get your body. The first thing they gotta get through is the armor of the Lord. Right? And Jesus said, use your armor of the Lord. And when he was talking about that, he was talking about the shell outside of your body. He was talking about your astral body. See, everybody run around not trying to protect their astral body. They worry about their physical body.
Put on your whole armor.
Yes, the whole armor of the Lord. But your astral body.
Guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your spirit.
And that is the astral body, Bob. See, what I'm trying to get people to understand is that they are not ever attacking your body. They are attacking your astral body. Because once they get the armor of the Lord off you easy to attack, right? Then sickness come in, right? People don't understand that, right? Stress attack your lower chakra. Right. So people with stress attack their lower chakras, that's what happened. That magnetic field right there is gone. Then they start getting pancreas. Remember, the guy just came here, he had the bad pancreas shit. They get liver, they get stomach problems. They got all them problems. There's this negative stress, right? People don't know this, right? But it don't start from there. It starts from the reason that you do that is because your magnetic field is weakened, right? But people don't even know how to get it strong, right? You can get it strong just by humming. That gonna strengthen up your magnetic field. Every act of good strengthen up your magnetic field, but every lie you tell gonna bust it back open. But everybody wanna walk around angry and mad, but when you angry and mad, it just busts open. I know a nigga that was so angry and mad, you know he ain't got no soul because everything just busted open. So now he just, anything make him mad. You can't do nothing. That's what I got.
That's been out of control.
Right? Because his armor of the Lord is gone.
He weak, man.
Right? He's too weak. Right? Everybody don't understand how and when to put on the armor of the Lord.
You know what, Bob? I'm gonna say this here. The Bible said there's gonna be a great fall away. There's so many things the enemy using to make people draw away from the church. You got a lot of preachers who made themselves superstars. You got a lot of churches look like the club now. You got a lot of people are loving of themselves and high-minded. They're not loving soul. The Bible said the love of men are going to wax cold. And so when you see the attack and how the enemy has come along, talking about his new books, you got one preacher rising himself up like he's just the only one living for God. And so it's so much different attacks, kingdom against kingdom. And so when you see all these things taking place, it's hard and difficult. This is the more difficult time to get the come into the knowledge of God because the enemy used so many different tactics that he'll attack your mind with. He used social media. He uses false preachers. He uses people who come up with these new concept of coming to God and knowing God. and they read all these different books. They attack with all these different spirits. And so if you can come to God as who you are, you ain't got to be educated, but you come with a pure heart. I believe that God made his word so simple for a baby to receive it. But the problem is,
baby receive it the best.
A baby can receive it, baby. He said you must have your heart like a child to enter the kingdom of God. He said such is the kingdom of God. And so my whole point is, I think
such
that
is the kingdom of God.
People gonna relate to real before they relate to any religion, before they relate to any false prophet, before they relate to any false preacher. And I think that God got a people. He said, I have a fold that you know not of. And they're not going to be church people. They're going to be people that's kingdom minded. There's going to be people that's connect with people because they want to see them do better. They want to see them live.
Right.
We created to give life to people. Anytime you don't give life to a man and you give him death, you blind him. We supposed to give life the same way Jesus gave life to people. We have the same ability. My light, my salt, that's to be something about my life that draws energy to your life, that you want to change your life, because everybody come out of darkness. And so when you come out of darkness and come into his marvelous light, now your mind changed, your heart changed, the way you feel about women, the way you feel about money, the way you feel about people. I have a problem with people who say they're here to help, but everything they sow in the community is death. That's why I'm not, I don't glorify gang members. I don't glorify dope dealers. I don't glorify pimps who disrespect my sisters. I don't glorify people who uses people for their own self-gain. Anytime a man don't give back, just like people don't like when they say don't give to the church. The reason why they don't want you to give to the church, because the real churches that's trying to stand, they don't want to, there's nothing there. It takes everything to sustain anything. You cannot have a building and don't pay bills.
That's why the church was outside. That's why Jesus' church was outside.
No,
Every time Jesus' church was outside in the field.
We're not in the back in the day.
No, that's how it's supposed to be. That was back in the day. Everybody thinking everything happening right now is the difference. Everything's been happening
you
right
now. You ain't outside filming this thing. You ain't outside making, we ain't outside filming this thing.
Let me ask you, hold on, Bishop, I mean to cut you off. This is, I don't know if you remember this, when I first met you.
I can't forget shit.
But listen, we finna find out. This is one of the reasons why I felt like I was gonna do some business with you and work with you.
Look, I ain't gay. I ain't gay.
What do you mean? Man?
Well, like you flirting with me? I don't want no credit from you.
No, listen, nigga. You told me you wanted to open up a church, but I know it wasn't gonna be traditional. So for the people who don't know, what type of church were you gonna open up?
Right, I ain't going. I'm finna. And I just told Pastor right now that he gonna come talk with me, but he don't understand. It's gonna look like a club. It's gonna be a club, right? Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? People don't understand. They are not understanding two things, right? The way to get the information to the people, you got to become the people to get the information to them, right?
All became all things.
Jesus walked with the murderers, the crooks, the lies, the
right.
thieves, so he had to act just like them. See, everybody trying to package the message too good when people can't understand it too good, right? It got to be just like them. They got to be tricked like they was already tricked, right? So my church, it was going to be the real church. I'm bringing back the Gnostic church, right? But it's going to be a church when you come in, it's going to be a club, right? It's going to be full of good music.
The music?
Yeah, a lot of music, but the right vibration of music, right? Because they changed the 808 frequency. We're going to correct the frequency, right? But it's going to be the same music, because it ain't the words that's on the music. It's just the frequency.
It's the frequency, yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying is going to be that. And then when we talk, we're going to talk with everybody up, and everybody can ask questions, because it ain't about me talking, it's about everybody else getting their dose, right? And there ain't going to be no collection plate, right? Because the collection plate don't live there, because I am a billionaire, nigga. Right? So I'm gonna give away a whole lot of money on this earth, nigga, because it's free. Right? But listen, but back to it, right? Because people don't understand that if it's time to give, it's time to give. If I gotta do magic to give, I'm gonna do magic to give.
Who he calling a nigga?
Right? I said nigga, Nadja. Because they don't understand when the white folks call us nigga, they was trying to call us Nadja, because we run around calling each other Nadjas, because you really a Nadja. Right? But they don't understand, right? Because they don't understand who he is. He don't understand who the fuck he is, right? Because he don't understand about his blood. He don't understand about his skin. He don't understand what the sun do for him, right? He don't understand. But the fact that he don't understand, you know what he gonna say?
You can't do nothing but love,
Yeah, I wish you stop disrespecting the
You can't do nothing but love,
Who disrespecting the bitch?
You done cussed him out, all kinds of
Now you
niggas.
blaming me. He been calling about my nails, calling me gay, talking about
I ain't never called him gay.
Ugly.
Talking about ugly. But you
Ugly inside. I ain't never talking about your
listen,
nails. I said what they mean.
Well, people understand it. Listen, my inside is pure, right? Because my inside is pure because you know why?
I can smack the shit out you and I can love you at the same time,
What-
right?
what-
Because listen, it's not about good or bad, right? Because people don't understand. A lot of like the yin and the yang, right? But you know what this black represent? This black represent darkness, right? But you know what the white represent? That everything, I'm gonna go with the white first. The white represent purity, right? Then the black represent darkness, right? But the white represent that everything that you love,
What
everything
Whack
that you honor,
100 say
everything that
about
you
your
cherish,
man?
gonna bring you pain. Right? Everything that you love, everything that you cherish gonna bring you pain. Like the kid gonna bring you pain.
One day.
Everything that you love and hold on to,
Gotta let it
every
go one
attachment
day.
will
That's
bring
right.
you pain.
You
Right.
right.
But everybody run around holding on shit,
You
right?
right.
And this means right here, if you walk too close in the darkness, then you're gonna be scared of the light. Right? So the best man should balance. Right? You gotta understand this. I gotta know how to kill you and I gotta know how to hug you.
You think you have balance?
Come on, gang, I got balance. I can smack shit out you right
I don't
now,
think
but I'm
you
gonna
got
give you
balance,
love.
though.
Come on, gang, I got a lot of balance, right? Because if I didn't have balance, I wouldn't be able to carry the message to where I'm carrying it to, because I'll be a victim, right? Let me tell you something, right? It comes a time to where I have to travel the message to the trenches. You know how hard that is? Because I could become them, because I am them. Listen, you got to understand this, gang. This is a hard job, right? But this job that I've been given is a job that I cannot fail at because I did it before, right? Because I've been here before, right? Because this earth belonged to me. A lot of people don't know.
It's your turn now, Bishop. I got one for you. This is Matthew
He said the
23,
earth
27,
belonged to him.
28.
What on mama?
Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of bones of the dead and everything unclean.
It's amazing how people can take the Bible and use it for their own benefits and their own thoughts. If you're going to take some of the word, you need to believe all of it. Don't just pick out the one that you want to use or criticize or try to make the church look bad. But the truth is, when Jesus was talking to those people, because they was in the temple, and you had people that were using God's people for their own benefit. And so people that deceive you come like sheep. If the devil want to deceive you, he got to put on his best outfit. And that's just like us. You know, when you first meet a woman, you know, you be having this old bankroll, you have a bunch of ones and put 100 on them, and you go to the store and act like, hey, y'all got change for 100. All you got to do, peel that down. You got some ones up on there, but you see this female watching you, so you trying to make her look like, you know, you got so much money that you ain't even got change. But here's the thing, it's the same way in the kingdom, in the church. The devil is wise. He know what it take to draw you. He know what it take to mislead you. He know what it take to confuse you. So anytime you try to judge man by the way he look, he's going to always fool you. He said, test the spirit by the spirit. You don't know who you dealing with until the spirit reveal it. You can marry somebody that you've been married to 10 years and they be you sleeping with the enemy. You can be with somebody that you think your friend, they'll snitch on you, cross you out. So you don't know who you're dealing with, because the man look on the outside appearance, but God look on the heart. But here it is. Once you understand God, he said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against you shall be condemned. God said, I'm the Alpha and Omega. I'm the beginning and the end. And he know everything about you. He know we're going to set you up. He know we're going to allow him, but he know how to bring you out of it. And so if you go through a process where you have to grow through suffering, that you may have to grow through learning, then therefore don't run from it, man. Run to it, because every experience, it all working for your good. Every loss, every pain, every hurt, every confusion that you went through in life, it made you who you are today. So we don't run from attacks. We don't run from if somebody approach us in a certain way that you have to worry about those things. But I am concerned about the world, the church today, because the church is in a dark place, because there's no solid word. Nobody preach about sin. Nobody tell the truth. Everybody is preaching stuff that makes them feel good. Most pastors is motivator speakers. Most pastors want to encourage you, but most of them don't want to tell you that your issue. It's a problem if I go to the hospital and I tell you about your problem, but I don't give you the medication to get you well. So I don't want you to tell me that I'm sick. I already know I'm sick, but tell me how I come out this sick thinking, how I come out this condition that I'm in. What makes me a better man? Everybody got problems. Even the doctor that's diagnosing you, he got a problem. You know, so we all in the same boat. So anytime you get any information, just make sure it comes from the real source and not from your feeling, not from what you read, not from what you think, not your opinion, but hopefully that is coming from God. Just make sure that even I'm wrong, and I could be right, but if I'm right, you're in a bad position. Somebody said, how you know it's a hell in heaven? I don't know. But if it is one, boy, you're in trouble. I have nothing to lose to follow Christ. But boy, if Jesus is real and we find out that you reject his son, God's son, and you find out that the Bible is true,
No, that's fear.
you in trouble.
They
There
try
ain't
to
no
get you with
fear.
fear.
I'm just saying, if it is real,
they want
Ain't nothing
the
to
church
fear.
to be
That's
scared.
love.
Jesus say fear not. Fear say why? Jesus say why fear somebody? You gotta fear somebody that can take the body and the soul.
He's
Right?
not talking about
What I'm
himself.
saying is this, right? Listen, what I'm telling is this, right? They want everybody to live in fear, right? But the fear should not exist. You know it's a heaven or
Fear
hell.
to
They just don't
control.
want to accept it. They know everything. They just don't want to accept it. They don't want to look. Everybody's scared to die. Don't want to understand that they already dead, right? Listen, all you got to
That's
do
right.
is
They
really,
already dead.
really look, and you will see that is a heaven. Every time he felt good, he was in heaven. Every time he felt bad, he was in hell. Because every time he felt bad, more shit came bad, and every time he felt good, more shit came good.
Did
But
you hear
can't
what he just
understand that.
said?
Listen, life is like a video game, but people don't
That's
understand
deep.
it. You maybe played a video game before. You know how different levels on video games and
already
shit, right? But once you get a
dead.
master of the game, you become a pro of the game. The game never changed. They don't understand this earth keep going round and round. It don't never change. It's a motherfucking game, but everybody don't know how to play it, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this to you, Pastor. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? This is just a simulation that we live in, but you have reached a level, but you got to go above that level. You got to understand two things: that you got everything it takes. Now you got to take what it took to save a nation and take it to save yourself. And I got that from Noble Drew Ali, right? Because everybody want to save the nation, but they ain't say themselves yet. He already said
Yeah,
that, right?
I know
Because you
Drew
got to
Ali.
understand that there is a heaven, there is a hell, and it's right now. And the hell they talk about in the Bible ain't been invented yet. It ain't been invented yet.
Did he just say you already dead? A lot of
Yeah.
people don't even know that they dead. They even though they walk around. That's a good question. Somebody can hear this and say, "What do you mean I'm dead?" You talking about being dead spiritually?
Yes.
You talking about being dead mentally? You talking about being dead by not believing in yourself?
Yeah.
Anytime you don't believe what's in you, then you already
dead.
dead. He said, "Great is He that's in you than that's in the world." So, what he's referring to. First of all, he's trying to give you the ability to help yourself. Anytime a man depends on another man to give him life, you're already lost. But my job is to encourage you. That life is already in you. You just got to know how to turn it
Look
on.
at mama.
And if you don't know how to turn it on, you're going to continue
wrong.
to hide and walk in fear.
Right.
And
And
there's
Bob-
no benefit in fear.
And Bob, that's why I fuck with him, right? Because a lot of people don't understand that when I walked in this church, reason why this, I'm not a member of no church, right? I left my grandma's church and wouldn't be a member, right? But I walked in this church, right? When I first walked in, I listened to everybody that was in there. Now, first of all, I was in there at the cup with me. I looked like a straight demon if you don't understand, right? But they showed me love. Everybody
the
was
cup
hugging
with
me
you?
and treating me like good, right? And then a lot of them knew me too, and they gave me a lot of love there. But when they spoke, they all spoke from the spirit. They didn't speak from the carnal mind up in there. They spoke from the spirit. They spoke from all those things spiritual. And I'm like, damn, everybody do that. The lady over here, she over here reading minds and shit. And she over here giving hugs and giving loves. He over here doing this. And one thing they had in common is he said something that fucked me up one day. He said, I go out and look for the crooks, the murders, the thieves, and shit like that, because that's called, they shit called keep it real. And they just no bullshit, like all keep it real. And what fucked me up is that they all know the truth. But I think that even though we all know the truth, we all want one thing, right? That feeling there, it was full of attachments. The feeling of love was so felt there that it was addictive, right? And everybody in the church is addicted to that love, right? Because that environment there is like you just snorted the whole thing of heroin.
What?
That's what I'm on.
No, yeah.
It keep you fiending.
Anytime you around anything that's real, I don't care what you try to pretend and what you don't want. What's real, it's gonna affect
I went
you
every
in some
Sunday
way.
because of the love,
Yeah.
because of the vibration.
Because you
of love.
in there getting high.
Listen, and then they gave me some oil that worked. It's in here, so they gave me some oil, and I used the oil for all my spiritual bottles, right? Because you know you got to use oil in there too. But I got the oil from this church. That's what I'm on.
You ready, Bishop? You
Yeah.
got a response to that? I got another one for you.
Okay.
It's Ezekiel 34, 2/3.
Where
Two,
you getting
three.
all these verses from?
Then
What
they
you
don't
mean
know
where
about
I'm
the
getting it
Bible.
from?
He
He
getting it
sure
from
act like he
Google.
know it.
No,
He done
it's all
Google us
good.
stuff. You can't
It's the
underestimate him though.
spirit.
Oh, I'm the spirit, nigga.
Woe to the shepherds of Israel who only
That's on
take
you.
care
I'll
of
be right back.
themselves. Should not shepherds take care of the flock? You eat the curds, cloth,
Ezekiel.
clothe yourselves with the wool and slaughter the choice animals, but you do not take care of the flock.
Amen. That's what's going on today.
Oh, yeah.
When you see a lot of preachers who don't seek out the souls, don't care about the people. They feeding themselves. They ride around these big old Rolls Royce. Now, I'm not saying nothing wrong with nice things, because I want people, I don't know where a person come from. I heard a person talking about T.D. Jake, but you don't know his struggle. You don't know he stayed living in him and his wife living in the car. You don't know they live with people. You don't know they didn't have a place to stay. So when God decided to bless them, your word is so powerful, it'll make a person bless you. So I can't go against it. Everybody started from somewhere.
You do come on, touch him, man.
No,
Get him
that's
right.
spirit.
That's the spirit.
Deion Sanders.
That's the spirit.
That's spirit.
That's spirit. Listen, people know that.
He just told you to make yourself feel good, think good.
No, it's
you know
called
what I'm
rhythm.
saying?
Listen, if people understand, it's called rhythm. A lot of times they don't understand why in Africa they're running around doing a whole lot of mumming, a whole lot of words, a whole lot of beating, a whole lot of
I
this.
just think African people
So let me tell you,
crazy.
they're not crazy.
They
are
not.
trying to
That's
understand
all they
things
traditionally
spiritual. No, it's not a tradition. It's what we supposed to do. Listen, they don't understand. Everybody been running around trying to understand where there's the hidden information hidden at. Where is it hidden at? Where is the book at? Well, how to live life. Listen, the biggest trick is to take something that you possess and then hide it from you, and the whole time it's still in you. Right? That's what they did, right? They act like it's in the book. They act like it's over there. They act like it's over there because they want you to look without. But the whole time it's in you. That's the biggest trick that ever been done.
Books in you.
Right? So I'm just trying to understand why everybody's still not understanding that.
It's in you.
Right? It's in you. Right? It's all within. But people ain't gonna look that far, right? Because that's too damn far. Because look within, you gotta deal with yourself. Who the fuck wanna deal with themselves, right? I know I'm a murderer, I know I'm a killer, I know I'm a thief, I know I gotta get paid back for that, right? But then you don't, right? Because when you change your mind, you step away from that reality, right? Because again, like I just told you, life is a fucking video game. When you pass the level, you never gotta go back again. Right? So I'm never gonna go back again if I change my mind.
You start the game over.
All you gotta do is change your mind. Listen, you can quantum leap to a different reality because the world is quantum physics is all we see. All we see is fucking codes and shit that we can't see because our eyes can't see it. Our eyes can't see it because we ain't supposed to use our eyes. We the only thing around here that use our eyes. Listen, that dog they ain't using their eyes. Them cats ain't using their eyes. They're using something way greater than their eyes. They're using their magnetic field. Right? Because their magnetic field is know when something coming, when it's going. It lets you know everything. Listen, I said this in the last interview, and I really mean it, right? If you use your eyes in the trenches, it's too late. By the time I turn around and look, the gun in my face and bow, it's dead. See, I got to already know you was about to kill me. I got to already know that. I had to sense that, like the cat, right? But when your vibrations is up and you can understand, I can read your mind, so I know when it's danger. But a lot of times, people don't know what they danger because they waiting for their eyes to see. But if your eyes to see, then you just blind, nigga. Because by the time your eyes see it, it's too fucking late.
That's a good one. This for you right here, preacher. You might like this one. This Ephesians 5:11.
You just gave him one.
Well, you took it.
Well, you can have it. It's all the same. Matter of fact, this for you. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them.
Right. Take no part of darkness. But
Fruitful works of darkness,
but
instead
expose
them.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right? And I ain't gonna say no name, right? But I had an issue here, right? To where I had a few accounts, I had a few things going on, and I accepted some money that I know was bad money, right? The moment I accepted the money, I knew it was bad money when I accepted it, but I thought I could turn this bad money good, right? So I took the bad money, I accepted the bad money, and said, you know what? I'm gonna use this bad money for good, right? That was a problem. Right? Because I understood what it go for, and the fruit must bear the same fruit. So if it's bad, and I put bad shit over on good shit, it gonna turn the good shit bad. Right? Because people don't understand that you gotta watch what you take and watch what you do, because good fruit become bad fruit. Like you just said, it's got good fruit that was cooked by the sun, and they got bad fruit that was cooked by the light, the fake light. Right? But they both look like fruit. Salt and sugar look the same. Right? But people don't understand that, right? And you can't run around telling people that because everybody think $1 is $1. And they all jump for it, but $1 only 30 cents.
18 cents.
Yeah, but people don't understand nothing about money like they don't understand nothing about the book. The book made for you to look within, right? All the Egyptians was trying to do was understand themselves. That's why they had all these pictures and all this stuff, because they was running around trying to understand God. They had 13 months in the calendar, and they took it to 12 so you won't understand and won't be aligned. Right? They key is to break you off and stop you from being aligned so you can't understand yourself. That's why they did certain things. That's why they outlawed certain things. That's why they talked to certain things. That's why they took you to school. Right? Because they wanted you to believe what they needed you to believe so you wouldn't look within yourself. They told you don't believe in magic. They told you don't believe in imagination. They told you all the tricks is for kids. Right? But all the tricks is for humans. Jesus run around all the time doing nothing but magic. Right? Because that was the thing to do. Right? Listen, I hate when people say, oh, he's so spiritual. But gang, I'm not spiritual. I'm above spirituality. Right? Because I'm the being that created spirituality, right? Because like we figured out what to do, and spirituality is when you're trying to figure out what to do and you follow another man's code. I don't follow nobody's code. I create my own. Right? So I ain't spiritual, gang. Right? I used to be. right? But you got to go above everything. So you got to be in the church. You got to go above the church, right? So I think this: when a man been doing the same thing for so many years, guess what? It's a problem. I was just Gnostic 6 months ago. But then I was Buddhist.
Spirituality?
Listen, and then I was Buddhist. Listen,
then you was a monk.
Yes, everybody should taste everything, but nobody should hold on to nothing.
So
right?
what takes you above spirituality, huh?
The moment you understand 2 things, that everything is made for separation and control. You see spiritual people running around here acting like, oh yeah, I'm the big goat. I'm the what's called an E-man, or what they call it, the E-Fox 99. You know, whatever they call it. But they are the same, right? They trying to run around and take knowledge and make you slave for it. Whole time is within you. They doing the same thing. Oh yeah, you gotta know about every chakra. Gotta know the name of it. You don't know the name of every chakra. Nigga, I don't know the name of none of them, but I know what the fuck all of them do. Right? So I don't gotta know the fucking name. I don't gotta go by your fucking say so. I don't gotta bend in your will. Listen, I got a right to create my own information. So listen, I mean my own information. I mean that I can soak it in, you can tell it to me, but I got my right to determine what it means to me.
Right.
Right? And I can do that. Nobody can tell me I can't do that. And you don't gotta listen to me, because my salvation is for me. But if it help you find out who you is, then so be it. Right? That. But guess what, gang? I'm not going around telling people what to do. A lot of people call me a false prophet, but how could I be false when I ain't never said nothing false? Right? I tell everybody look within. I never tell nobody do what I do. Right? Nobody gonna do what I do anyway. They gonna run around like me. They gonna run around and say, swear to God, mama, all this bullshit. They gonna like me, right? But they not gonna want the message, because they didn't want Jesus, because Jesus carried the message. They don't never want the message, gang. Listen, they gonna run around and say I'm a false prophet. They not saying that. They gonna say whatever they gotta say to make sure they don't take the message, because they don't fucking want it. Listen, the bomb in the street possess the message. The baby possess the message. You don't know where the fuck the message coming from, right? But nobody want the message. That's why they show, oh man, it ain't supposed to look like that. Oh, it ain't supposed to look like that. Oh no, it ain't supposed to look like that. Nigga, you don't know how the fuck it's supposed to look. Just take the fucking message, right? But who want the message? Nobody, right? But everybody is in love with the benefit of the message. Ooh. The benefit of the message is the money. And you know what? The benefit of the message, right? When you got the message, when you understand it, you get all the money, right? Ain't no way you could be poor. How the fuck you be poor when you understand the message?
Why did you?
But everybody run around poor because they don't want the message. They want the messenger.
I'm gonna share something with you that's so real when you said
sit back, man.
About the message. You know, anytime you're dealing with people, like I said, it's amazing how the enemy or the deceiver can deceive so many people. The world that we're living in now, like that guy named Charlie Kirk, a lot of people talk about him. And like, this is a prime example. I respect his opinion or his belief. I shouldn't want to kill him for his belief. Everybody have a right to believe what they want to believe. And as Christians, we don't glorify in seeing people get killed. And so there's a lot of things that that brother said that I don't agree with, but a lot of it, I agree with it. You know, he talked about same-sex marriage. He talking about a man planning to be a woman, going to girl's bathroom. And, you know, it's a trick of the enemy. Or a woman going to a man's bathroom. However you look at it, you know every month when that blood come down your leg, you know you're not a man. So nature will tell it on you itself. And so you can tie your chest down. But people get angry when you tell them the truth. You was created to multiply. Anything that don't multiply is dead. And so when you got people, because you got pastors, like y'all was saying, that were married to same-sex marriage, that won't tell people the truth. I talked about this 15 years ago, and nobody wanted to stand up for what's right.
I'm going to say this, and I'm not.
It's crazy.
Listen, I'm not going. Listen, I'm not with gay people, right? But I just want to say something. I'm not against them neither, right? I'm not against.
It's not against them.
I'm telling the truth. When God said in the book, right, when they was talking about the create, right, and the multiply. Listen, a lot of people don't understand. You're supposed to multiply. When you breathe in, you're breathing in information, right? And when you breathe it out, the information is coming back out, but it's coming out with your authenticity, right? So what I'm saying is, when he mean multiply, I mean take that love and multiply more things, more creation, create more creations, co-create more with God, right? And because a person like Dick and take Dick don't mean they can't co-create with God, because to co-create with God, you don't gotta have sex. Listen, to co-create with God, you don't have to have sex. Listen, to co-create with God, you don't have to have sex. It's not about having sex. It's not about creating things physical. It's about creating those things spiritual.
The only thing true man to do is create a boo-boo baby.
Listen, it's not about that. Listen.
The only thing you can get out of it is boo-boo baby. You can't get nothing else.
He's saying it's still physical. Listen, I don't want to say this. I'm not Obama. I don't think every man should know a gay man. But I think every man should have a right to be authentic, to be who the fuck he want to be. And I think co-create with God is not about having sex. Right?
That's right.
You can co-create with God just by the fact that I give in love. I'm going to push out love in this product. And I'm gonna push this product out here, and this product, and then when the product come out, it don't matter. I like push it real good.
Oh man!
Push it. Listen, no, I'm just saying. Listen, so when you push it out there, right? And listen, it's getting out there, but it's getting out there. Remember, I told you in the beginning that everything hold energy. So when I make this in love, when I push it out there, guess what it holds?
So, you know what? So
listen, and everybody that touches has love, and everybody can do this.
Watch
this is how you co-create with God.
Let me say something. I don't understand everybody talking about their man. Man, don't you notice?
That's how you co-create with God.
When I growed up, you didn't see rappers agreeing with men being together.
Now, cut that point out. I'm not agreeing with it.
Not you.
I'm like I'm gay.
Not you.
I'm just saying that everybody got a right to be authentic.
I know you're not gay, but identity of what? Like sucking on another man? That's not identity.
Like Turn Against the Wind, you got to do that. He should be allowed to do that.
Okay, listen, though. Here's the thing.
Why you got to talk about Turn Against the Wind like that?
Okay.
Turn Against the Wind like to suck dick.
Okay, but watch this here. All these people
that
run around.
Turn Against William. You got 24 hours to stop sucking dick.
Hey, man.
You got 24 hours to stop sucking dick.
Oh my God.
Turn Against the Williams. You got 24 hours to stop sucking dick.
Turn Against the Williams, man.
Who? What's his name?
Williams. He got his fist balled up and everything.
Who is Williams?
He mad.
Who are you talking about?
Terrence Gangster Williams, Birdman brother.
The snitch.
Oh man,
I want to catch that.
I don't care who snitching. Everybody snitching some type of way.
Fuck Terrence Gangster Williams.
Why you so?
Fuck Terrence Gangster Williams, nigga.
Well, don't make
I don't give a fuck about no Terrence, nigga.
Okay.
Calm him down, Bishop.
Who the fuck is Terrence? Listen.
That demon on fire.
Don't mention that nigga around me.
You mentioned him yourself.
You mentioned yourself.
We ain't talking about him.
Oh, that was the spirit.
That spirit done got jumped in you and he raping you right now.
Let's not play with me. No. Cut this shit out. Cut that part out. Listen.
At the beginning, David.
Listen, we talk about too much, right? Because we are, listen, every time I speak, I'm giving away hidden information, right? Information they don't want you to have. Every time the pastor teach.
But these rappers is tripping, man. I have seen some things about these rappers. You don't know who is what now, man. Money make you act that crazy. I want to stay poor. Listen, man. Everybody got some secret crazy thought. There's a perverting spirit going on. A real man would never accept no extra meat behind him, man. Not no real man. Not no real man. I don't care how gangster you say you is. Listen, no, for real. I don't care how gangster you say you is. If you take a meat from another man, you's a punk.
Man, all the white ends run out, take a dick down there, kill you.
Well, I don't care. I ain't scared of death. Listen, I ran the penitentiary, so I ain't worrying about no death. Look at him. So my point is that you got guys that run around with all this crazy stuff, and in their mind, nobody that stand up tell. I wish they asked me questions like that. I heard a sister said, a man say, "You look good." He ought to pray that I turn the other cheek. He ought to pray that the spirit hit me. That's disrespect. That you tell another man, I like you. That's just them words just get you killed, man. And so now we supposed to say thank you because you hit on me. The devil's a lie. No, you take your faggot self down another street, and if you like men, and that's you. So everybody ain't with that, man. Everybody don't agree with that spirit. And it's so real and it's so serious. Now we compromise with it. We want to run from it. And that's why they killed that white man, because a transition, whatever that thing was.
4-3.
4-3. It got mad because he was telling the truth. Two men do not need to be walking up in a girl's bathroom and talking about, I'm a girl today. Today I feel like I'm going to be a girl today. That spirit done jumped in it. Today I'm going to feel like I'm going to be a boy today. And
now listen,
that is so stupid.
Listen, he did say something so crazy, right? He said that spirit had jumped in him. But here's what I'm telling you, right? People's magnetic fields are so weak that a spirit can jump in you and you can change from moment to moment. Everybody change moment to moment depending on how they feel.
Not be
right?
gay.
So listen,
Gay spirit
this is what I'm saying. Yeah,
jump
right
in?
in you. Jump right in you.
Have one ever jumped in you?
No, I never jumped in me.
So,
I got the arm of the Lord on. But listen, this is what I'm trying to say, right? I'm just trying to say this, right? Everybody should have a right to be authentic because nobody can teach anybody anyway. But here's the problem. Only thing Pastor's trying to say is this, and I think he's trying to say this. You let off energy, right? So if you in the house, say Tony, for example. If Tony in the house with 10 men or 10 people, 9 times out of 10, about at least 7 of them going to turn gay. Because the energy from coming off Tony...
That's too many.
Yeah, listen, the energy coming off Tony. Listen,
that's 7?
This why.
That's me, everybody.
This why. Tony hold energy. Because listen, that's how I go. Because once Tony passes to one person, then him and Tony gonna hold 2 kind of gay energies. Now they can attack another one. And when 3 come together, now they get the whole house, right? Because the more people come together, Jesus said 2 or more in the room.
About that,
Listen, gang. Jesus said 2 or more in the room can do all kind of shit. So what I'm saying is when 2 minds
how he done
come
said
together,
that lie. That sound good.
When 2 minds,
that's a lie.
I said Jesus said was
I
lie.
see dudes in prison.
2 minds come together.
It ain't no 70% of people gay.
I'm talking
that
about.
That may be a good 8%.
Man, everybody in jail.
Of 5%. People
back.
don't know what they talking about.
That's why I keep going back.
Watch here. Look here. Let me say this shit though.
Everybody in jail.
You got the right to be wherever you want to be, but do not take it to the school. Do not try to put it in the books. If you want to be nasty, take your nasty self and stay in the closet. Ain't nobody ask you to come out the closet. Nobody don't care about those things. The thing is, nobody want to be real no more. And the church is so fake because they scared they're not going to have a big membership. They scared they're not going to get that money. So every Sunday, nobody's preach on Romans chapter 2. Find a video where a preacher is preaching on Romans chapter 1 or chapter 2. None of them. You can go Google everything. Everybody stand away from that. Any church that stay away from that chapter, they are not of God. I don't care what they say.
Chapter 1, chapter 2.
It say that when men knew God, they didn't want to attain God in their knowledge. He said they have no excuse. Men would leave their natural use to go be with a man, and a woman would turn away from her natural use, a woman with a woman, and God would give them over to a reprobated mind. If you read that scripture, it's at the end, they're worthy of death. People keep playing. In Africa, they don't do that. They'll kill you if they catch 2 men sleeping together. Yeah, 2 women. They don't play that off. So we don't want to be real no more. I'm not telling you to go kill nobody. But that spirit is...
Let me talk. Let me say this. God don't have no word. He can't speak. The Bible is another man's idea.
Now it's an idea.
Listen to me.
So it's a man's idea when they ran up in each other.
Come on, gang.
That's our idea. When 2 men sleep with each other, that's our idea.
The man that made the Bible was gay.
They decide they want to.
The man that made the Bible was gay. The one that put it together was.
He didn't make no Bible. King James didn't write the Bible. He authorized it. He was a king. See how you lie?
Like this.
Nah.
King James.
He would have took Romans chapter 2 out.
This is what I'm saying. Listen, he couldn't take it out because you don't understand this, right? Them type of men didn't want nobody to know that they was gay.
Boy, you play too.
They was like in the closet.
King James. See how people hear that and don't go study? King James had nothing to do with the Bible being written. So watch up. Let me tell y'all something though. Let me say something. Gay folks, I ain't against you. I love you. But I'm going to tell you something. These preachers lying to you. And these people that be getting on these platforms, half of them freaky. Listen to me. Half of them half crazy and they freaky. Listen to me.
I'm saying
so they tell you
right to be authentic.
Listen, authentic is you born to be what you born to be. That's authentic.
No,
if you didn't have a coochie, you can't make your coochie. If you didn't have a penis, you can't make your penis. It's fake. It don't get on hard for real, none of that. That coochie, listen, because you can't conform. Men ain't God. They are like God. Listen, that's booty. It look like a coochie. It's booty, and it smell like booty. Don't let them trick you.
How you know how I smell?
I've been in penitentiary for 15 years. I know what butt smell like. I've been around men for 15 years. That don't mean you go up in it. It stinks so bad, it don't make no sense. It smells so bad.
Bob, let me say this.
Like you done laid up in some doo-doo.
Let me say this. Let me just say this. And I'm going to kind of like end this with this. I'm going to say this. That every man, every woman, every child should have a right to do whatever it is they choose to do, right? And
if they say they're a Christian.
Nobody, listen, Jesus wasn't even a Christian.
I know he wasn't,
Right.
but
So, listen,
we
we'll
follow
talk about
Christ.
that.
That's right.
Christ wasn't a Christian,
Right.
but because
So,
nobody died for his sin,
listen,
I'm a Christian because I follow the teaching of Christ. That don't even make sense what you said. Jesus wasn't no Christ.
Come be a blood, right? Listen, they got rules. It's just like it's a game.
He said Jesus wasn't no Christian. You know Jesus wasn't no Christian, and nobody died for his sin.
Jesus didn't even die for his sins, nigga.
Jesus didn't have no sin.
Yeah, Jesus didn't even die for
He didn't even have no
I
sin.
heard this before. So this what I heard. I can't tell you where it came from, but the aliens. We're gonna sum it up. The aliens came down and picked Yeshua or Jesus and gave him the information, gave him the game,
Y'all
gave him all the
alien credit.
listen, they gave him all of that to give to the people. So that's why we still talking about him today. What y'all think about that?
Okay, let me say something on that real quick.
That's true.
Y'all give aliens, science,
Well,
all the credit. Hold on, let me finish saying what I'm saying. Y'all give all these different ideas credibility. The Bible says they worship the creature more than the creator. So they worship things that God created, and that's what we're doing. You can look at certain things and know that man didn't make it. But here's my point. The earth set in its right place. The water do what it's supposed to do. The moon, the stars, everything obey God's self. Man, we the only creation that bucks God. And watch this. Because we made in God's image, we know good and evil. So we choose the evil more than the good. Here's the thing. That's the reason why I love so much. I don't deal with fake folks. I deal with real folks. One thing I never do, I never criticize a man by his own choice, but I will tell him what I feel that is the truth. I don't have all the truth. We're only going to know that when we leave this world. No man have the ability to know all things. But my point is, I can learn from him. Iron sharpen iron. You can deal with somebody real than deal with somebody fake. Most people always pretend they ain't got no issue. They ain't got no fault. I seen a preacher say, I'm perfect, filled with the Holy Ghost, evident speaking tongue. And I don't sin no more. He's a lie. He just lied. I don't do this no more. Every day in this flesh, you're going to fight against your energy. You're going to fight against life. You're going to fight against the system. Every day you wake up, you in a fight. You in a battle. But who win the battle? You win it in your mind. So a man think, so is he. I don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow take care of itself. I got to deal with me. The main thing I'm trying to accomplish in life is love. Love is the most difficult thing to live in because most of love that we share is false. People I do for you, I do for you. False love. I help you when you help me. False love. Love has no benefit of self. Love give. Love don't take. Love serve. Love don't look to be overtake somebody. Love pick up. Love give you knowledge. Love tell you the truth. That's real love. And a lot of people that is gay and struggling because nobody told them love.
Gay folk.
No, not just gay folk. I'm talking about robber, thief, drug dealers. But the reason why I use gay folk, they the only one trying to justify their sin. And you got preachers, when they ask you if two men be together, they want to say, they ain't the only sin in the world. No, we didn't ask you about the drug dealer. You preached on them. We didn't talk about the adultery. You preach on them. Let's talk about this same-sex marriage that y'all try to look over. Because that's a problem. God called it abomination. Everything ain't abomination in the Bible. But that sin is. And so my point is that to keep it real, I'm speaking about it because a transzilla, a transzala,
Trans who?
trans whatever y'all call it, just killed a man because his personal belief. That's why it's serious. When people start killing you for standing up for God, it's serious, man.
You feel like it was a transgender that killed Charlie
Oh,
Kirk?
it was. He said, he confessed. We know that. That's not a rumor. Yeah. His boyfriend was a trans and his girlfriend, whatever you call it, and that's why he killed him because he felt like he's preached hate. Y'all, it's not hate when people tell you the truth. Stop calling it hate because I told you what the Bible say. It's not hate. If you tell a man don't rape a baby, you can call that hate. He hating on baby rapers. That's wrong. Right. You know, wrong is wrong. Y'all trying to make same-sex marriage and make it look like it's freedom of speech or it's something that you can do. I'm not against it. God against it. Here's the problem I got with people that say they love God. Show me a God that creates you to be with a woman and a man, and now you got a God say God ain't worrying about that. You don't serve God. You serve yourself. And we're living in a society that everybody trying to be the people's champ, but nobody want to be God's champ. God's champ stand up for God. People champs stand up for the people. That's a
I
difference.
like that, Bishop.
You know, listen, I listen to the bishop, right? And he got what he say is true, right? But you come a time where you gotta understand that you can't run around keeping the whole of somebody else's idea. Everything he just said, I heard it before. I've been hearing it for a long time. Listen, the same thing he's been saying, Dr. Martin Luther King said, the same thing he's been saying, the church been saying for years. When the fuck they gonna shut up? Right? Because they keep saying shit, but nothing is ever changing, right? Nothing never changed. You believe in yourself and you understand that you got the power, so fuck that book. Right? Because all that book gonna do is drive you further and further away from you. Because you're gonna keep on saying what another man said. The Bible said a man should be with a man. A chapter said this, a chapter said that. Nigga, fuck that chapter. I don't give a fuck about that chapter, gang. You know why? Because I am that chapter, right? I have the ability to co-create with God. I have the ability to manifest. I have the ability to change shit just by my thoughts alone.
Uh-oh.
So what I'm saying is that God gave me free will, the free will to co-create with him, the free will to create my reality, and so be it, so be it. God said in the book when you said, who is God? God replied, I am. That I am mean I am, nigga.
Uh-oh.
So when I say
just felt something in the spirit. I felt something in the spirit.
What you feel?
He justifying these faggots.
I'm not justifying the fact that I'm justifying humanity should have ability to be free. Because everybody want to run around
Not free to promote sex and give it to kids.
So let me ask you this, Bishop. Do you feel like, so if two women get together, or two men, right, that they getting together, now that's fine, but if they go to the church and try to get married, that's where they mess up at.
I ain't said nothing. It's wrong if you did it in the church. You wrong if you did it at your house. God didn't ordain for two men to be together, two women. Have you seen two same dogs?
Who heard it from God though?
Have sex? Have you seen two female
That's
dogs?
not what I'm
Have
saying.
you seen two
Listen,
cows
here's the
doing
problem,
it? Two ducks doing it? You don't see it. You don't see a duck messing with a chicken.
Sex. Listen, back in the day, they used to have something like this. Listen, do you know that you possess the masculine and the feminine side of your brain, right? So everybody got a masculine, everybody got a feminine side, right? But at the same time, you got to understand that when they were talking about marriage and them books and all the stuff, they were talking about you marrying you. They never were talking about you marrying a woman nor a man, because people don't understand until they understand them. They not fit to be in a relationship anyway. See, everybody in a relationship right now because they missing something in themselves. They're looking for it in somebody else. So they run around looking for this love, but it's fake. So what I'm trying to tell you is this, and I can't express it enough, that people got to understand that everybody got the ability to be free and be who the fuck they want. Listen, I didn't even understand two things, right? When you brought me around Tony, I said, you know what? I don't want to be around Tony because I'm a gangster. But the moment I was scared to be around Tony, that means I'm not a fucking gangster because I'm not gangster enough because I don't have my armor on. Because weak niggas can't be around gay people because you know why? They going to end up being gay. But they ain't end up being gay because they weak. They end up being gay because they armor of the Lord.
Hold up.
That mechanical field, right? Because he said he don't want them around kids.
He confessing something.
Listen to me. They don't want them around kids because kids are
weak.
The energy.
That's right. They can mislead them.
They can mislead them. And I understand that, right? And that becomes not a choice.
A real man ain't going to give in to the system.
But what I'm saying is this. Anybody that have made a choice, not a force to do something, should be allowed to do what the fuck they want to do.
Okay, let me say this here then. And if you feel that way, then you can do whatever you want to do. Like I said, let's go back to day one. That means they can go and kill babies. They can go lay up with dogs. You said
sometimes the baby gotta die.
Okay, I'm talking about have sex with them.
No,
it's okay.
I ain't said that.
Okay then. So you can't make no rules. You can't change it up when you want to change it up. If it's wrong over here, it's wrong over there.
I didn't say
my problem is, you didn't say it wrong or right. Here's my problem. You just said they can do whatever they want to do. So let's put whatever they want to do then. Let's put it in the right perspective.
Let me say
that. Means, hold on. I can do whatever I want to do. If we live in the world, do whatever you want to do, nobody can survive. If I were the way, hold on. If I were the way I used to be and I do what I want to do, I snatch your jewelry and take it from you. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I snatch that jewelry off your neck. And you might not even say nothing.
Life is a moment, right? Wherever
you can't do what you want to do,
right? And you got a right to do whatever you want to do.
But the consequences go with it. Come on.
So everybody understand this, right? If I do this, then this may happen, right? But what people don't understand is this. The ability to understand that awareness, then you won't do things that'll make you sick. A lot of people want to get well, but they don't want to get rid of what make them sick, so they'll always be sick.
I agree with
right? So what I'm trying to say is,
but you don't get mad at them, you don't hate them.
Now, if you take a person, right, that's bad and evil,
but don't get mad at me because I stand up for it.
And they influence the child because the child mind is weak. I believe that shouldn't be done, but at the same time, I don't know what should be done. I let all things be. Because with all things to be, I understand I'm not the judge. I cannot judge nobody. Jesus said judge
That's not judging.
Right?
Judging is judging somebody and condemning them to hell without no information.
What I'm saying is that
we can judge.
The moment I look within myself and say something that's hating
I ain't doing
somebody,
the same thing
the moment I look within myself and I say something that's hating somebody, that's putting somebody down, I am now
violating. That's not putting them down.
Right?
When they go down together, that's not putting them down. Okay, let's say this here.
Don't think with your corner.
What's wrong? I ask every man in this room, is it something wrong being straight, man? If it's something wrong being a man and you don't want to be with another man, is it something wrong you telling your daughter, I don't want you sleeping with everybody? Is something wrong you telling your little boy, you can't be kissing on another little boy? Man, if that's any God, any religion tell me that's okay, I don't want none of it. I don't care what book it is. I would never let nobody deceive my son and tell him, you be whatever you want to be.
Nothing
the
wrong.
Devil's like, nigga, I'm going to hit you in your chest.
Look, let me tell you something.
Listen,
Bob,
I'm going to knock you out.
I say this.
You're not going to be no punk because I'm not raising no punk in my house.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong.
Not going to happen.
Listen, hold up. Ain't nothing wrong with none of the statements that he said, right? Every statement he said was true. The problem is when somebody else accepts it. The moment you take the ability to accept something somebody else said, you already fucked up. Because you ain't look within, you ain't accept nothing that you said, right? That's the problem. Everybody running around being controlled and being confused, right? Nobody
y'all weak.
Their own mind.
Y'all won't tell people the truth.
Weak.
These pastors weak. These rappers weak. These so-called gangsters weak. A real man stand up for what's right, and a real man tell you, man, I love you. I want the best for you, but you do not have to be a man with a man. You don't have to be a woman. Renew your mind. Somebody rape you, renew your mind. You was born that way, be born again. Whatever you got going on, God got all the power to change it.
Look, now, this is what I'm saying now. I agree with that. Life is moment to moment. Everybody gonna believe this, but it's kind of crazy. You know Tony, right? Everybody know Tony. Tony called me, right? I said, what's up, Tony? Tony said, yo, uncle. I'm like, what's up? He said, you know, I ain't gay no more. All right, a lot of people look at that statement like, damn, what do you mean he's not gay no more? Tony has transcended past gay. He no longer has sex with men. But listen, but that don't mean what he said was a lie. That mean what he said is true because everybody got ability to change, right? But Tony got a download that told him, yo, stop sucking dick. So Tony no longer sucks dick. No, I'm keeping it real. He no longer sucks dicks. I mean, listen, I never seen Tony suck dick anyway, so I can't say if he suck dick at all. You have real tune, he should know.
But you know what, though? I say this here, family, everybody that's in this room, man, I respect a man's belief. I don't like nobody that don't respect this man's belief because his thought create me to be a better study, a better learner. The Bible said be quick to listen and slow to speak. I don't know everything. Unc don't know this. I learned a lot of Unc. Unc made me get in my word more. You know why? Because these answers, these questions going through people's thoughts every day. Where did Jesus come from? Where did the Bible come from? Why are we controlled about this system and that system? If you don't have an answer within yourself, then how can you help somebody? If you reject a man like this here, you didn't come like in the mind of Jesus. Jesus never rejected people. Jesus went to a man that was demon possessed. Jesus went and sat with him. So my point is, he's right. You got to love people, no matter what they do, how they do it. But at the same time, you never criticize nobody. You never want to kill a man because he's gay. You never want to kill a man because he's straight. You never want to talk down on them, but you want to give them hope. And if they believe in the God that you serve, you got to tell them what the book say. You can't give your own opinion. And one thing I don't like about most churches now, these days, everybody walking around the truth.
They say you can't give
your own opinion. But they hold the truth and unrighteousness.
You say you can't give your own opinion, right? But the book itself, the Bible itself, was somebody else's opinion.
But I'm not going to be judged by that. If it's God's word,
somebody else's opinion.
But I think the Spirit God.
In your church, do you let transgenders and homosexuals?
Anybody, let me tell you something. Anybody can come in my church. I don't care if they are transite. I don't care if they're straight, gay. I don't care if they're handicapped.
There's one? All right.
I don't care who they are, straight, fake, plate. They can come to my church. We don't have a church where we judge folks.
Bob, let me say this, Bob.
I don't believe in that.
Bob, let me say this, right?
Because we all got a thorn in our flesh.
Let me say this, right? And if everybody watching this, I'm gonna say this, right?
I love everybody.
Everybody watching this. I am a type of person like this, right? And everybody watching this and y'all expect me to feel. The problem is I can't feel. I got no emotions. I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't give a fuck what nobody do with their life. I don't give a fuck what nobody do with the message, right? Because the fact is, if I give a fuck, that's gonna keep me weak. Right? So what I'm trying to say is this: everybody can take the message from me and the pastor, and you can take it and you can try to apply it in your everyday life. And if you can do that, then you probably be better. Right? But what people don't understand is this is not a debate. This actually is two people saying the same thing
in another direction. That's right.
But we carry the same thing. We carry that pain. He did 15 years in the penitentiary. I did 10. We carry the pain, and the pain is what it takes to get the message. And a lot of people don't know that. Right?
I like y'all on the spiritual show.
I know he did 10 years. I know.
No, it's the best.
Unc did 10 years.
Yeah, I did 10.
He went back too, so you already know when they go
10
back.
10 year flat.
No, I did 10. I did 10 games.
No, he went and he came
I
back.
didn't win it. I went and came back. I went for probation violation. Stop playing like I went and came back on purpose.
10 total.
Listen, this is what I'm saying though. Look, for everybody watching this, listen. If you watch this and you got this far, I just want to say this, right? What y'all don't understand is that what y'all think is confusing is meant to make you better, because if you wasn't confused, you can never understand what the truth is. So you may sit here and you may be confused, but one thing, whether you side with me or you side with the pastor, either way you trick because you sign with the right.
Because I'm still his pastor.
Right, yeah, 100%. Right, but you sign with the right because people understand that everybody, I'm going to find me and everybody. So the me that's good, the me that's the church, I see that in the pastor. I don't got to be attached to it. Every time I see a pastor, I feel it. So I don't got to attach to that, right? Because I am that, because I learned a lot from him. I even sat up here and said some stuff that he probably didn't say. He probably didn't heard, like, damn, I said that, now I can't say that. Because I already jumped and said it. Why? Because I'm faster on my gun than him. Even though I use his information against him because he possessed the truth, right? I possess the truth, right? A download is a download no matter where you get it. So everybody always concerned with the messenger, right? I'm just going to say this for everybody that's watching. Everybody concerned with the message. They want to get the message from somebody that look good and talk this way and act this way. And it's the only way they're going to accept the message.
Come on.
Well, I'm going to say this, right?
Come on.
I never knew nobody that looked like they supposed to look that held the message. Jesus, they ain't want him to have the message, right? John the Baptist, they ain't want him to have the message, right? They didn't want nobody had the message.
What you came out here to see. He said, what did y'all come to see?
Because nobody in the world wants the message. I swear to God.
It's been another episode of Spiritual Showdown.
Hey,
don't get the lowdown.
That's how you do that.
What?
That's how you.
How you do it?
You don't even do that at the end. You basically let us do the ending.
Yeah, I ain't got no ending for Spiritual Showdown.
I got an ending.
He got an ending. I spoke my piece. He speaking his piece and it's over. You see, I just spoke my piece and I talk to the people. He supposed to talk to the people, do something deep and spiritual.
And I want to say something to all those that out there that listen. That if you can grab this knowledge, grab it. If you feel like you blind, too slow, you ain't smart enough, talk to God. But my message today is that have an open mind. Be quick to listen, slow to speak. Nobody got it all, neither do I have it. But I do want to say this here. If you sincerely seek after God, he will find you. So my whole point to all people, that somebody done said something wrong, and I don't care how long they've been saying it, don't make it right. There's somebody who want to help you, but they blind themselves. There's some people that you think that don't know the truth could be the very one that have the key to your life. And so be careful how you treat people, because the very man that God allow you to connect might be the very man that's going to give you life. And so that's why the Bible said be careful, for you entertain angels. You don't know who you're dealing with. And the angel don't always come looking good. Remember the Bible said the devil come like an angel of light. So you could be walking up
what that
dealing with
I feel like giving.
But if you see don't be deceived. He could be the one that got the message that's going to change your life. So be quick to listen and slow to speak.
Why you so quick to get out of here? Because
he gonna keep talking.
This ain't about, listen, you know, church, they always talk. Listen,
the football game for the come on.
Listen, but no, I want to say this, man. We love everybody game. But if y'all want more Spiritual Showdown, y'all got to make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, gang. Even though y'all probably already subscribed, gang. On GDB Vice Lord, on Larry David.
That's not the
Stop
end.
playing with me.
Them fake Crip signs, y'all.
Damn, hour 47? That's a good one.